Let's do it, bro.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing, baby?
Hey.
We got a very special guest here today.
What's going on, everybody?
My man Christian out here.
Hey. They call me Chris Grits, mainly because it rhymes, and I love the shit out of grits. So.
I love grits. All right. So, do you like salt or sugar in your grits?
I like cheese and bacon in my grits. I
ain't mad at that.
You gotta have that bacon in there, bro.
Yeah, that bacon grease. That shit is good.
I just said that when we were at Walmart. I was like, we need to get some grits.
We do.
I haven't had grits in a minute.
You haven't?
I love grits.
I'll fuck some grits up.
Hell yeah, bro.
Some eggs.
Shit.
Hell yeah.
You mix it all together.
You make me hungry now. Even we got that Bojangles, I'm still hungry.
Did you already eat it or?
Nah, we're gonna split 3 ways. I want to see what y'all think about it.
Oh, okay.
I haven't tasted it. I never tasted it.
Okay.
Hold on.
Wait,
what is it? Is it the club?
It's the new chicken sandwich that everybody's like, oh, Bojangles versus Chick-fil-A.
No, Popeyes.
It's Popeyes.
Oh fuck! I
We just had we just had Bojangles, like the grill. It was the grilled, filet club. So whatever.
That shit is busted.
It's really good.
So what? It was good.
Yeah, hell yeah, that shit's really bad.
And then they have the crispy one that's like the Cajun filet biscuit.
People sleep on Bojangles sandwich.
They do though. I mean,
because the shit's fucking
Bojangles
great.
is classic though.
Yeah,
it's like good.
Their sweet tea is ass though.
The sweet tea, we used to get the guy sweet tea. It was pretty bad.
It goes.
It spoils quick.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Cookout's got the best tea.
Cookout. Oh my god.
Cookout make you want to slap
that
somebody.
motherfucking tea.
They got the best tea, the best ice.
Yo, that's the best food after like you've been drinking and then you go.
The drunk days. Man.
Hell yeah.
Or like to just eat before you go out and get drunk.
Yeah.
It's
they give you so much food for cheap. What do you get when you go there?
There's a combo there. I don't even fucking know, but I get Cajun fries for sure. I get that corn dog. Yeah, I think I get the quarter pounder or some shit like that. I can't remember.
That's what's up. I was addicted to the barbecue sandwich.
Yeah. With, the chicken barbecue, or
no, it's pork barbecue.
Oh, pork. Oh yeah, I seen that the other day.
It's a heart attack
with a Cajun wrap and some fries.
Yeah.
Boy, watch me go.
Well, damn, man, I'm disappointed in Bojangles. Man, I swear to God, I put on my phone, I was like, Popeyes near me. And that shit brought me to Bojangles. I wasn't looking, I don't know, man.
If you went to that Bojangles, right?
It was the one at Albemarle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there is
a Popeyes down the road.
Oh, okay.
Right around the corner.
But
yeah, I was just trying to get over here quick, so I was like,
oh, it's all good. It's all good.
Cool.
Let me get some more of this Jaeger low.
Go at it, bro.
I haven't had Jaeger in like years.
I'm glad that you kept it cold.
I don't go buy it.
You don't buy it?
No, I don't even like we would go to watch football games at like Hooters and he would order Jaeger bombs and I'm just sitting there like, I'm not drinking that.
Shit's good. It'll wake you the fuck up.
What do you usually get? Those Bahama things and club tails?
No, that's just that's a cheap go-to if I'm broke as fuck and I need my fix. I'm like, I got $3 to spare. I'm going to give me a can of
It'll get you there
Tails,
too.
Bahama Mama in the orange can.
On some days when I'm like stressed the fuck out, like ABC's closed, so I'm not gonna lie, I stick with them 4 Locos, the 14%.
Oh my god.
It gets you straight as fuck.
It does. I mean, I know it's old style and that shit is nasty, but man,
it's so bad for you, but it gets you where you need to be for so cheap.
Yo, I swear, them things are like 1,000 calories a can.
Bro,
that shit like
fucking
fat.
sugar is ridiculous. Yeah. That's why, like, I recently, well, no, it wasn't that recently, but I had a really bad fucking trip off those things. Me, my girl, and my other friend, we went to the lake.
Yeah.
And fucking, I bought like, 3 of them things?
We bought, because since we were out and about, I was like, well, I'm gonna need like a couple of these for myself. So we got like 3 of these for me. You got some, homeboy got some, and then y'all had like did another run. You know, it's trouble when you drank all the first round.
Bruh.
And you're like, we're going back to the
fucking
gas station. That's the worst.
I fucking bought out on malt liquors. Like, I don't know, probably like $35 worth of fucking malt.
That was it was bad. Like we were drunk as fuck.
Yeah,
no wonder you had a bad trip, bro.
Bruh, I threw a fit and I was arguing with my girl. It was just stupid. Yeah, I woke up feeling like dog shit, man.
I was chilling. I was like,
I'm never drinking that shit again. Fuck that.
Yeah.
But on my rough days, I like the Mad Dogs.
The Mad Dog.
The blue.
Oh
one.
man.
The Mad Dogs are my
I
shit.
forgot about that.
Like if we didn't have liquor today, like dude, I would have went and got a Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
But that shit gives you super bad hangovers, bro. I remember Mad Dog back in the day.
I think I do all right with them. No, the Four Locos and them shits right there. I don't drink them no more neither.
You be too like you turn up in the worst way, like not even fun turn up. Like,
Yeah,
you
no,
be
it's
lit.
bad.
I'd be like, you need to calm down. You are a different person.
My girl be saying the same shit. She's like, I don't like you being drunk. You're obnoxious and all that. I'm like, babe, I'm just having fun. It's been
that's what y'all think. I'm being fun.
I think I'm all right.
Exactly.
I'm like, no, you're doing the most.
We don't see our point of view, but then they're like, yo.
Hell no. And then I don't like to see videos of me.
Yeah,
like, I'd be like, oh god, like don't show me that shit.
Yeah, my girl did the same thing. I was like, damn, I'm gonna stop drinking next weekend. I bought some Four Locos.
I do that shit like every fucking Monday. I'm like, I need to quit drinking. I feel like dog shit.
And I'm like happy go lucky going to work. Like,
Yeah, hell yeah, you be all right. Man, I overdo it so badly. It was her birthday weekend, and we went out to NC Tavern, and I fucked around and spent like $280, bro.
Woo. No, because you
liquor.
you were drinking top shelf. I was drinking mixed drinks. We took my mom with us, and that day we had already like drank so much the night before. She slept over here, and then we went out the next day and took her with us, and she was like, I'll take a drink with you. We went to Pinky's first, and then we went to NC Tavern.
Have you been to
hours
Pinky's?
later?
I don't think so, no.
Oh my
Pinky's
god,
on what?
Pinky's is the shit.
Freedom Drive.
I usually just go to the tavern. I forgot, Tavern something. That's my first spot.
Hickory Tavern.
Yeah, Hickory Tavern. Yeah.
That's uptown, right?
There's multiple locations.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, because there's one on WT Harris too.
Right,
way, dude.
down the street from North Lake Mall. Yeah.
Holy crap! I had no idea.
Yeah.
We've been there before. That location is huge.
Yeah.
That whole building, like that shit is huge.
It's a really big venue. We're actually supposed to go there on Friday.
Oh, next week, right?
Yeah, for someone's going away party.
Bro, time fucking passed. You know, I didn't realize that you were supposed to come over here this week.
I was like, that's this weekend? This is today?
I thought that shit was like next weekend.
This is today? Yeah,
I was texting you. I was like he gotta be lit because we just spoke about this like 2 days ago.
Yeah, I was like, wait, that's today?
I mean, you could have told me to swing by next weekend.
Oh no, it's all good. Hey man, it's been a long time coming. We've been talking about it for what, 2 weeks now?
Yeah, I think 2 weeks. Yeah. As soon as I saw the podcast on the IG, I was like, yo, that's what's up. I'm gonna go support him. Like, I gotta go over there and see what's up. Support him.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, support.
Bro.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been really supportive about this.
Yeah.
Like, that's
I
good.
don't know. I'm just like, we're just talking in our dining room.
Yeah, but people like that. Like, they just like, I personally, when I listen to Joe Rogan, I'm just eating and just listening.
Yeah, no
out,
shit, dude,
and
bro.
you just have him in the background of whatever you're doing, and it's really good conversation. When Joe Rogan is just good. Like,
I know.
He's intelligent. He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he's really smart.
Like, he knows about everything. So I'm just like, he has no limits on what he can talk about.
That's what I'm saying. That dude his IQ is just up there.
He talks about politics. He talks about just news,
anything. He talks about anything.
Hell yeah.
So whose Jeep is that anyway out there?
Oh, that's mine.
What happened to the truck, bro? You had a badass truck.
I'm gonna let Jane talk about that one.
Let me talk about it.
Jane.
Okay, well,
she fucked up the church's money.
That's my dramatic guess for the day. Okay, well, thank God I'm alive. First.
Well, damn.
That's what happened. Okay,
thank God.
Yeah, I mean, literally one day, I was just like, let me drive your truck to work. And he was like, okay, whatever. Like, it was just normal for me to have his truck. Like, it was just no question.
Mm-hmm.
And that morning, I got up and I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to drive your truck to work. And literally, right before I walked out the door, gave you a kiss, and you said, drive safe. And if you need anything, call me. If you need anything, the insurance is in the glove compartment. And you legitimately drove out of the neighborhood, went down the road to the stoplight, and hydroplane into traffic.
Oh shit!
It was right in front of that 7-Eleven over here.
Like I didn't see it. But...
Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
But yeah, right here where Sugar Creek and the intersection and all that shit is for 85. Yeah, she hydroplaned. She was going 55 in the excursion.
No, I
and she was
wasn't.
swerving.
I was on my way to work.
Shout out to Boosie.
I was literally like, oh yeah, it's a normal day. Like I had a new schedule. I had to be to work really early.
That's crazy.
And I was like, driving as normal. I had been driving a truck for years.
When I used to do out of town construction, she used to have my truck for weeks on end, like, and I'd leave Monday because we would take the company trucks like to like Virginia or like DC or some shit like that, and she would come drop me off at like 4 a.m. on Mondays
at the shop, and then y'all would leave and go out of town. And I would have your truck all the time.
But I got a funny story about this one too. So like, when it's raining and shit, I don't work, so I got that's why I got sent home early. So when I got home, she didn't want to pay for the Uber, so
he does construction. I don't think you ever said that.
Yeah, I know he does
podcast.
construction.
I know people that know you personally and know you on social media.
Yeah.
But if you're new to listening to us or just don't follow us, Sam does construction. He's a machine operator, so.
And so like I got home and I didn't feel like taking her to work, so I was just like, man, just take my truck, fuck it. And it was raining outside, so I told her what I had to tell her and all that shit. I was like, be careful, whatever, blah blah blah.
I was like, I know where everything is in this car. Like, I was like, okay, bye. Like, it just was.
This is the funny part, bro. Fucking, so like, I'm in bed, right? And I'm doing what most men do, and like, fucking, no one's home. I'm about to fucking watch some porn.
You should have, every guy. Come on, man.
So I was like, fuck it, and I'm getting it in and shit, and like,
she
interrupts my porn, and I was like, fuck.
I'm like blowing your phone up.
Yeah, and so I was like, hello. And she was like, baby, I got into a wreck, and I was like, fuck.
I had just left the fucking house. I was like,
I'm rushing, putting my clothes on with a hard on. I'm like, fuck, man, I gotta go. And I'm running down the fucking street like I'm booking it.
You know what was bad? I mean to interrupt you or anything, but that's a bad situation. But like when I be going at it and then like my mom calls me, I just throw my phone. I'm like, God damn, that's the worst fucking thing ever. But I was my mom, and it never fails. My mom calls me like right at the worst
at the worst times. Yeah. I gotta bro. So like like before we got this place and we had an apartment before. She would stay at my house a lot of the time.
Like at your parents' house?
Yeah, like at my parents' house.
Oh, okay.
And oh my God, speaking of moms, dude, anytime me and my girl was trying to get it in, she would come fucking knocking on the door for no fucking reason. She'd be like, "Oh,
that was like our transition house, and we literally only stayed there for like 2 months. It literally
it's like the
exactly
worst 2 months of my life, dude.
Because we were like,
I can't be around my parents.
We had a bad roommate. We moved out from our apartment with the roommate. It was really terrible. We got out of it, and then we were like, fuck, like, where are we? Like, we gotta go back to one of our parents' house, like either my mom's house or your parents' house. And then, like, your parents were like, no, it's okay. Like, just save up over here. Just help us out. And we stayed there for 2 months. 2 months.
It was fucking
2 months too long.
See, that's the thing. You gotta be picky about your roommates, man. Because, at first they probably seem like they're all that and shit. And then, like, all of a sudden they just suck ass.
You're like, wow. This is terrible.
Yeah, having a roommate is, like, the worst idea ever.
Yeah, like,
I hate having a roommate.
They gotta treat the house like it's their own house, like clean after themselves, all that shit. But then after a while, they just stop. Like
like the shared space, like the living room, the kitchen. You're like, you're doing shit that you said you didn't do.
That shit is annoying.
Oh yeah, it's just a mess. But
you know what I think what makes it hard is because it's your roommate and it's not your partner. You know what I'm saying, like your partner or whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I could live with my girl all day. But if I had to room with my best friend, it would drive me fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not even fucking you, bro. So it's like, what the fuck? I'm not getting nothing out of this deal.
Yo, to go back to construction. What the fuck? Like, I swear, you be getting gold off the ground, bro. Because you be making so much money and, like, you get gold and buy all this crazy shit. I swear, you pick up gold from the ground and you're like, oh shit, let me get that. Ain't nobody seeing.
I don't know. I found a lot of crazy shit. Oh man, one time we were building this Walmart in Newton, and fucking, it used to be, I don't know what the fuck it used to be. It was just fucking land.
Yeah.
And I was digging, because I run the excavator.
Yeah.
That machine with a big ass arm and the bucket or whatever. So I'm digging, and I dug up this, I guess it was like a cow graveyard or some shit. Because I dug up a bunch of like cow skin, and it was a bunch of that shit, and it smelled
like,
so fucking.
Like you could tell it was a cow. Like
yeah, I mean, well, not like the hair was already gone, but it was a lot of fucking skin. Like it was just balls of skin that just haven't decomposed all the way yet, or some shit. And man, that shit smelled so bad.
Disgusting.
It was horrible out there. Everybody had to wear like masks and fucking.
For real?
Yeah, that shit
was that bad?
That's like
horrible,
a biohazard.
yeah, seriously, yeah. It's like that fucking decaying skin, and it was a bunch of that shit.
That's like bacteria.
And then when I was digging it up, it was all moist and like white. Yeah, that shit was gross, bro.
Yeah, but don't you got a door, or is that shit was that stank that like
it was just that bad? Yeah, like
damn,
you could just smell. It was, the aroma was so horrible, bro. That shit was bad.
That's crazy, man. Jane, if you don't mind me asking, what do you do anyway?
Right now, for the past couple of years, I've been doing like customer service based stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I work for this company. I don't know if I should say their name because we've been saying like, I don't know how that works.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Cheers,
if you want to know, if you want a reference,
Cheers,
to hit
bro.
me up. But
Her job is fucking amazing. Like
we talked about it on not the last podcast, but the one before that.
I think it was like our third or second episode.
Our third one.
If you got good customer service, that shit will take you far in any like field you decide to go to.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the customers because sometimes they don't. That's never good enough for some people.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I can't fucking do it.
Sometimes it's really not. Sometimes
customer service.
We've had so many, and I just started like this is. I think this week coming up will be like my 4th week, so I'll be completing my 1st month at this job.
Nice.
Sweet company. It's a startup business. Young, like everybody's like late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
Like the whole office, very small. It's just our CEO is super cool guy. Like it's a good environment. Like I told him, I was like, there's a beer keg, like a refrigerated keg in our office.
They can drink at their job.
They keep
What?
keep
No,
the refrigerator stocked with like local beer, like Charlotte.
What is it?
Breweries.
OMB, right? Ain't that?
Yeah. The old Mecklenburg Brewery.
Yeah.
We have a lot of their beer just chilling in the refrigerator. It's like we have cornhole chilling with our company logo.
I'm like, bro, can I get a job there? Shit.
I know, like that's your girl. You gotta connect now and take it.
Like when they're hiring again, like man, I'm gonna blast us on like social media because our company really is just they have a good foundation. Like their values are just.
They care about their employees.
They do. Yeah. We don't feel like a number. We feel like a bunch of friends just hanging out in an office.
Yeah.
She's about to go on a fucking yacht party.
It's not a yacht. No.
At 4 weeks
no.
into the job,
like her boss is like providing all this shit, bro. Like, I'm like,
no, we're not gonna do the boat part. Okay, initially we were gonna do a boat party on like Lake Norman. And our CEO, he literally is one of those CEOs. He works in the office. His desk, you can walk up to his desk and he knows everybody by name and he comes to speak to you. And like, he's just a good guy. He's probably like, I don't know how he was. I don't know. He's probably like 30 something. But he's really nice
he's
guy.
young.
No, like, bomb. And so the party that we're having is because the investors, he's like a co-CEO. So there's one, he's stationed here, based here in Charlotte. His best friend is stationed in ATL. So we have an office over there too. So those are the only 2 cities. We're expanding in September. We don't know what the 3rd city is yet because they're trying to surprise us. But anyways, yeah. So we're celebrating that they secured $4 million in investors gave them $4 million basically.
Wow.
They're like, hey,
and
we believe in your business.
You said 30 million?
No, 4 million.
Oh, 4 million.
Which is a lot for a business that's only been in business since 2016.
So they're serious about that. They actually think it has potential.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, this is fucking cool. Like, I believed when I heard about it and applied for the job, I was like, I believe in this company. Like, that's sketchy because I worked for a startup company and got laid the fuck off. So it's just like, it's one of those things where it's like, do you really want to work for a small company? You don't know their potential, because business could just be bad. And then that's why I got laid off at that one company. But this one I was like, no, this is innovative. I'll tell you about it off camera, but or not off camera, off podcast. But it's a really brilliant service that we offer.
That's crazy. Fucking, you say he's like probably what, mid-30s?
He can't be older than that,
bro. Could you imagine having $3 million?
He can't be older than like 32 or
that is a lot of fucking responsibility.
That's why I got into IT, because they're making a shit ton of money. And speaking of that, I know you don't want to tell me about, since I'm IT, I'm gonna find out exactly where you work at.
You probably will. You're probably gonna put together the pieces. But no,
well, I mean, you said you're gonna tell me anyways. So.
Yeah, no, like, I think it's brilliant just because I signed up for the service. I think everybody should sign up for the service. I could probably run it past my boss and ask him if it's okay that we mention him. I mean, obviously, I can, like I said, I can walk over to his desk and just talk to him personally. Yeah. And see, does this benefit you and our like the company we work for?
I mean, it'd be cool, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he'd be okay
for you to be promoting.
I would be like, because we have, like, as employees, as customers, if you sign up for the service, you get a referral code. Every time you refer a friend to sign up, y'all both get $20 off the service. Nice. And then with us being employees, when we bring other people in, like, as far as customers, we get more of a bonus. So I'm like, we get an actual bonus, like a paycheck.
That's what's up.
So I'm like, I'm ready to, I'm like itching to say it, but I don't want to. I just want to make sure boss man is.
Yeah, you might want to wait on that one.
No, it's a great, like, we're just celebrating the $4 million, $5 million like investment that the investors have contributed. Boats and hoes. Oh my God. And we're just, but I don't think we're doing the boat thing anymore, because I think when we talked about it on Friday, I think we're just gonna hang out on Lake Norman, just like as like rent an Airbnb or something and have a cookout. That's so cool. Because that just saves money. Because it's just like, a boat. Do you need a boat? I mean, it'd be fun.
I mean, the Airbnb still sounds fun.
Hell yeah.
I know you gotta have customer service. Where I work at, you gotta have a shit ton of customer service, and people will be yelling at me. I'm just like, man, whatever.
That's why I can't do it, bro.
That's crazy.
My patience are so short.
People are got a lot of patience, like, bro. Customers are really. It's really sad when you're like, you're being really entitled right now, and I'm just trying to help.
If you really think about it, they're just projecting what's inside and the outside, because they're probably either having a bad day or some shit, and they just let it all go.
Want to take it out on you.
But then that's crazy, because you're like, you think I don't go through life
exactly.
shit too? I'm a human being just like you. I just work here, but I'm trying to help you. Like, it's crazy.
But bruh, that you said IT, right?
Yeah,
man. Computer, dude.
I wish I would have gotten into something like that.
That shit scrambles my brain. Like, I checked out your IG, man. You you rebuilt your computer and all that.
I built a shit ton. I built my girl like 2 computers. I built myself a shit ton of computers. Put lights on it. Like,
that sounds like so much fun.
That shit is sick. Like, remember when because I showed her, I was like, baby, I was like, he knows his shit. Yeah, I was like, he's got a bunch of stuff. Like, I was like, look at this fucking computer. I was like, man, that thing's intense.
I go hard on that shit, bro. I got a passion for it, so.
That's dope, bro. Because I couldn't. I don't know. I mean, I know I could get into it, but it's not my passion.
I was gonna say, I think you could.
But like, I mean, I figured this whole podcast shit out.
I mean, that's
you're a very hands-on. You're a hands-on person.
Yeah.
Like, you could care less about fucking reading anything. You don't give a fuck about that. I
wing it. I didn't even read the instructions for this shit.
No, he had a whole manual and was like, I'm gonna figure this shit out.
He just threw a shit. He was like, man, fuck this.
Yeah, I was just like, fuck it. Matter of fact, I think the manual's right there.
In the corner.
I'm pretty sure if you had a garbage can over there, that shit would have like been.
Oh, definitely.
Baby, have you seen that manual? I need to troubleshoot. Fucking throw it away.
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't.
Nah, but I commend y'all, because man. She used to work at home, working for, I'm not going to say the company's name, but she worked for this place, and it was legit, like, but the way that people would talk to her, because she had to do chats, and, you know, sometimes I'd, like, when I'm done playing video games or some shit, I'll come in here and fuck with her for a little while, and, like, I would look at her screen, and, like, the way people would talk to her and shit, like, I could not do it.
And then, okay, it was a big electronic company. I'll say that, and then we'll talk about it later. But yeah, me being like a chat technical support person, trying to help these people troubleshoot, but they talking to me like, it's like you're asking me for help, but you're telling me what to do. So it's just like, wait, didn't you chat in for help?
It's like counterproductive.
It sucks.
I already did that. Are you sure you did it this way? And they're like, oh, it actually worked.
Dumb fuck.
Why are you being so defensive? Like,
it's crazy.
People are crazy.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
And it's like, please, y'all. Like, as a customer service rep, and I've been doing this for so long, it's like, please, we're just here to help. You don't have to cuss us out. I'm sorry you're having a rough day. I'm sorry that this, whatever.
Yeah, because you got to be the punching bag.
And I'm like, I didn't personally do this to you.
I can't do that shit. Like, one of the good benefits of me working in construction is I can come in with a fucked up attitude. I can come in looking how I want to. Like, as long as I'm doing my job, like, nobody fucks with me.
That's the thing. It's based on productivity.
Yeah, like, I don't have to sit there and make sure my boss has a smile on his face. I'll be like, fuck off, dude. I don't feel great. Just let me go over here in my corner and just leave me the fuck alone. Just tell me what I have to do today.
One thing I'm surprised is that you're like, I do construction. After construction, I go work out. I'm like, how the fuck? Like,
oh, man. I had to discipline myself so hard.
That's
like,
hard, bro.
It's, because, I really do want to lose weight, man. I got, like, me and her just went on this cruise, and I looked at all the pictures and, like, videos and shit, and, like, dude, I'm fucking humongous. I was like, man, I don't like the way I look.
Oh, but you like stocky. Like, it ain't bad. It's like stocky, you know what I'm saying? Like, type
well,
of
right now, yeah. Nah, but like in the cruise, I was like, fuck, dude, I don't like the way I look.
Bad that you didn't enjoy looking at the videos, because I'm like,
because we took a shit ton of pictures and shit. I didn't post none of them shits.
You didn't like it.
And like, I had a Planet Fitness membership for like, I don't know, a couple months. And like, I was doing good, but at the same time, it's like, I needed that push. So then I started doing my research and shit, and I was looking into like CrossFit, and nobody fitted my schedule because I work from 7 to 5:30, and so a lot of like personal trainers and shit, they had like some weird ass hours. It'd be like they'd start from like 8:30 and like cut off at 4 o'clock. It's like shit. They
only dealt with the people that do like 9 to 5 or something.
Not even. I think it was like third shift or like something.
It was weird. I was like, why are the hours 9 to 5 hours when most people are working? Or I don't know. It was just really weird.
They don't have a 9 rounds around here? Because I used to be in 9 rounds, and that shit, like, it closed at 8. But like, it was CrossFit, but they would push you, bro. Like,
there is one actually. Well, there's a lot of CrossFit gyms in Charlotte though. There's
shout out to my trainer Markel. I fuck with him hard because he literally believes in me, and he doesn't charge much. You know what I mean? Like, it's a decent price for what he's charging. But he's always told me, like, it's not about the money. Like, he doesn't care about the money. He wants people, like, he promotes like healthy living. Yeah. And I can really appreciate that because he's not looking at me like a dollar sign, you know? Exactly. Yeah. Like, I actually got like a relationship with him. Like, me and him are cool as fuck. Like, after a workout, you know, we just kind of chill and vibe. But he really got me believing in myself. I've never had somebody be like, do these workouts and you know, be on my ass about it. Because if it's up to me, I'm like, man, fuck that shit. I'm not doing that today.
I remember when I was in Planet Fitness, I tried to get a personal trainer. He was like $180 an hour. I was like, what the fuck?
An
hour? I can't afford that, dude.
Hour?
Fuck out of here.
Well, I mean, like, if he gives you intense training for an hour, you probably can't go more than an hour. But still, $180, like,
my trainer, we work out for like an hour and a half. And I mean, it's fucking intense because it's circuit training.
Oh, okay.
So it's
but
like,
doesn't he charge you like per month?
Yeah. And then one of the things that I really appreciate from, like, for example, his deal is about to run out at the end of this month. But basically, when I first started with him, he was only charging me $100 a month. Wow, and then he said within this month that you're working out, if you can manage to lose 10 pounds, I'll give you the next month free. So he gave me this entire month for free. And I fucked around. Like, I lost like 19 pounds in 1 month. Like, just working.
Yeah, I saw the pictures. It looked good. I mean, that's good motivation if you get a next month free shit.
Hell yeah. I mean, and you know, when you're paying that money, you're like, fuck that. Like, I'm about to get my money's worth. Yeah, like, I'm paying you $100. I better lose some fucking weight.
But at the same time, like, he's not just barking at you the whole time. Like,
the
videos that you post and you share, it's just like, wow, he's not yelling at you like a fucking drill sergeant, but he's like, get up, like you got it, you got it. Like,
and he really got me into like recording myself because he was recording me for the longest, and I like. It felt weird because I was like, fuck, like I look like shit. Like, my stomach's hanging out and shit.
I mean, you gotta start out somewhere, you know?
Yeah. And that's what he was telling me. He's like, man, don't let nothing, like, discourage you. You know what I mean? Because everybody that comes in to his facility, like, we all got the same goals.
Yeah.
And no one has any room to laugh at anybody anyway. So,
exactly.
I mean, I don't know. And, like, I don't know. I just got so addicted to it. Like, now... I'll get like anxiety if I don't work out.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
he's
that's
like,
how it goes.
I have to. It'll be fucking 1:00 in the morning, and we're
after
drinking, and he's like, I gotta go. I feel bad. I drank too much. Like I ate too. Like I gotta get this out of me. And I'm like, what? And he'll just start doing fucking push-ups in the middle of the living room and sit-ups, and I'm like, well, you're gonna sleep good tonight.
That's why I told you, like, I'm trying to slim down. Then my girl comes today with Moe's, and that burrito, that quesadilla was huge as shit. I was like, I can't skip out on this, man. It looks good as hell.
Yeah, man. Yeah, skipping out on food is fuck. Well, you gotta, like, for me, for example, I go see him probably like 4 days max out of the week, and I'll go work out. But it's like once you get into like working out and shit, and no, like for example, if I had to go work out tomorrow, I'm not about to eat no double cheeseburger today. Like it's gonna fucking suck. Or like I'm not gonna eat a double cheeseburger for lunch, knowing I gotta go do sit-ups, and like it just sucks. It's kind of like you gotta prepare yourself to, like, I don't know. I got lost.
Have you ever been pushed to the limit where like you're about to throw up? That's how you know. That,
my
like,
first day there.
Yeah, that's how you know you're going at it super fucking hard.
Dude, he because he also offers one free day. Like, say if you wanted to start working out with me and shit, he'll let you come work out one free session just so you can get your, you know, like you can get an idea of like what is gonna go down.
Yeah.
Fucking, I was in there for probably like 15 minutes, dude. Hyperventilating. I was like, shit, I'm not ready for this.
Were you hydrated and everything?
I was hydrated, but his thing is he doesn't turn the AC on in his facility. Like, so it's hot as shit, dude. I mean, you smelling everybody else's ass, and like the air is thick in there, so it's like, fuck, I'm already tired as fuck, and I smell must, and it's hot as shit. Like, I got so fucking lightheaded, man. Like, and like, you know, there's girls in there and shit, so I'm like, man, I gotta look tough. I gotta look tough.
That's how I was at 9 rounds. Like, when it came time, because I used to box back in the day, so when it came time to hit the punching bag and there was girls there, I used to go super hard, bro. Like,
hell yeah. Oh, so you used to box?
Yeah, I boxed for like about 6 months at the USC gym at Matthews.
Oh,
no shit.
And they had jiu-jitsu there. I did a little bit of jiu-jitsu.
That's what I want to learn, jiu-jitsu. Once I lose the weight, I want to get into jiu-jitsu.
Fucking ridiculous, bro.
Are you southpaw or?
Right-handed. I forgot what it's called.
Orthodox.
Yeah, orthodox. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Look at you doing your research.
No, I used to box. Well, my buddy, he was training me to box. This was back in 9th grade.
Oh.
Damn.
Like he was really like teaching me, and I was getting good at it too. And he taught me like all that shit. But like, yeah, man, boxing is fucking crucial. That training is ridiculous.
It is, dude. It's just,
it looks intense. I mean,
I got my I still remember some of my workouts that he used to make me do. And I brought it to my trainer, and I was like, bro, try this. Fucking, so like his circuit training is like 3 minutes long on each workout. So I was like, just jab with your left for 1 whole minute, and then jab with your right for the next minute, and then like the last minute, it's like combo.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit is intense. You never realize how hard it is to like fight, or like endurance wise. Like that shit is intense.
Stamina and endurance. Yeah.
James, you got a 6-pack over there. You look like you got a 6-pack. You're ripped.
I used to. I don't have to do anything though. I mean, I'm not bragging or anything. I was really skinny. Like when you first met me, I was underweight. Like I have always been like really, really skinny. And I look back at pictures and I'm like, damn, I look so sick. And I just never realized it. But people used to pick on me all the time, be like, you look anorexic, like you look sick, you eat.
Yeah,
and
no, like no lie.
I looked really, really tiny, and it wasn't on purpose because I ate whatever the fuck I wanted. I smoked weed, I was eating everything. I just didn't gain any weight until I got older.
Yeah. And
my mom always said that. She was like, don't let anybody talk shit about you because I was that skinny. When it's gonna come with age, don't rush it because then you're gonna be like, well, damn.
I mean, that's kind of mean, but at the same time, it's like constructive criticism. Like,
yeah.
So, but still.
I mean, I just took it and I was like, fuck it, I can't help it. And then now I'm like, okay, it's not bad.
You still do it. Bro, she could eat like a whole Philly cheesesteak and nothing would happen to her.
Bro, I wish I had that. I hate
Me
it,
too.
bro.
I was like, I wish I had that fucking problem. Like, hell no. Dude, if I fuck around and if I drink a milkshake, that shit is staying in me for like 4 weeks, bro. Like, I gained, like, my body is storing all that shit.
Yeah,
it's not going
bloated. I stay bloated for like 2-3 days. I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on? What's wrong with my genetics? Come on, man.
Something, yeah.
No, I mean, I'm just like, I'm not complaining or anything. I'm just like, you know.
Nah, you look good, though. That's what's up. Like,
thanks. It's like, I'm growing into it.
Yeah.
Back then, it's like you could see my chest bones and
you used to be able to see her collarbone.
You could see like my elbow, but like it just looked really. It's like, yeah, okay, she's slim, but it's like, damn, girl. Like I look back at old pictures of me and I'm like, damn, I was really bony up until I was probably like 23, 24. Now I'm 27. It took me a long time to get some meat to stick.
We're old as fuck. I'm 28. How old are you, Sando?
28.
28?
Yeah.
I just turned 27 like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, happy belated.
Thanks.
That's what's up.
We getting old, y'all. We knocking. This is when you be like, I'm knocking on 30. Because you really can say that. Like, damn, we're like late 20s now. We're not youngins no more.
Yeah.
My liver don't operate the same.
Dude, my
liver be mad.
My driver's license says organ donor on that shit. Yeah. I don't think none of my organs are gonna be worth the fuck.
Yeah, I put organ donor in mine too.
I said take that shit the fuck off because the conspiracies that they have.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nah,
I think it's true. You're
talking about like doctors let you die, just like that's what you're talking
that
about?
Or like there's another conspiracy that's like
the police murder, like
or somehow you just get fucking killed and they're not gonna save you.
They're ready
something's
to
gonna happen
sell
to you
it to somebody else.
And I'm just like,
I haven't heard that one, but it makes sense actually.
It's kind of weird and it creeped me out, and I just was like, I don't like getting deep into the weird world of conspiracy theories because it creeps me out and it makes I don't want to feel crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
we were watching one shit. It was on YouTube, but have you heard of the dark web and shit?
Yeah, I actually accessed it.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh shit! That shit.
You're in IT.
Is it creepy?
It's really hard to navigate around, but I never got to websites where like people slaughtering people and shit.
That shit's fucked up.
It sounds so scary.
But as long as you don't know what I'm saying. It's a VPN which basically blocks your IP.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could set your IP to be like in Finland and shit.
Oh shit!
So all you need is that, and then a program called Tor, and you can access it.
Yeah, that shit.
We watched this YouTube video where the guy ordered a mystery box from the dark web, and he didn't know what the fuck was inside it. And that video was so suspenseful. It was so long, and it was like making me. His girlfriend was like, "Don't fucking. Are you seriously gonna open this?" And she was so pissed. And he had ordered this fucking mystery box. He didn't know what the fuck was in it. And
matter of fact, we saw the documentary on Vice too. Remember that one guy he was in South America somewhere, but he was the one selling body part, like organs. Remember, because that Indian man was gonna donate his liver or some shit like that for like $5,000 or something like that.
Damn.
It wasn't. It was like he was like they were like Israelian or something.
Some shit like that.
Israelian or whatever. They were like over in the Middle East or something.
Yeah.
And that man was old and he was coughing and he was like, "I need a transplant and I'm gonna order it off the dark web." Like it was just
like there's a big thing over there about selling your organ. Like a lot of them people did it.
He was gonna get an illegal organ donation off of the dark web because he was so desperate. Yeah. I was like, he's like, the doctors here aren't helping me. I was like, are you insane?
That shit is wild. Because they operate through Bitcoin, right?
I was just about to say
Yeah,
that. I'm actually in cryptocurrency too. Last week I put 180. I'm up to 310.
I wish I would have got into that.
That shit, like if you know how to deal with that, you can make money easily.
Or just trading currency in general. I really should have just got into it. Yeah, it's like. You would be so like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not reading about this shit. I'm not about to sit and learn that shit.
Just tell me what I gotta do.
He would be so annoyed with like the logistics and all that. He'd be like, no, the mathematics of it. Yeah, you would be like, this is fucking boring.
You read the graphics, like if you know something's about to like go down, you sell that shit. If you know it's gonna go back up, you buy it and you get more than what you used to have.
That's what's crazy. Is like you have to watch it.
Yeah, you gotta be really, you gotta be into it.
Yeah, trading currency. I was like trying to get into it. I was like, oh, I want to learn how to trade, and it was so intense. I was like, this is too much for my life.
My buddy does that.
You have to invest in it, and
he buys shares.
That's where I'm at right now.
Oh yeah, buying stock and stuff.
That shit, yeah, he looks into that kind of stuff, and it's crazy because he doesn't have a job, and he's got a fucking house in I want to say Valentine.
Bro, from crypto?
I guess he's like buying shares or stocks or some shit. Like he does some shit, and he ain't nothing but like, I don't know, 25 or some shit like that.
God almighty, bro.
And I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like you don't even have a job, and he's got a crib and all that shit.
That's crazy.
I know what that sounds like.
That shit's gotta be.
It starts with an S. And ends with an
God damn, I can't pick that up. I usually pick shit up quick.
I'm thinking too. Really? Yeah, I'm like, what?
It's what he. I ain't trying to throw shade because I don't even know who the fuck you're talking about.
Oh. No, I'm not throwing shade. No, like this dude is like legit.
It's what the city girls always talk about.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not talking about him, though.
No, I don't know. I'm just saying that sounds kind of... Oh, you living life off of Bitcoin and Valentine.
But you can do it, though, right? You can do that.
You can. It's dangerous. Like you can.
Have you been doing this for 10 years? Well, not 10 years, because obviously Bitcoin has been around for 10 years. But still.
If you fuck up, you lose everything. That's why you gotta...
It's dicey. That sounds...
Because people get greedy. That's the thing. Like...
Oh, yeah. Greed will fuck you up. Yeah. Greed will definitely fuck you up.
You put a lot of money in that Bitcoin, all of a sudden will drop and you lose hundreds of K. Like, I don't know how much money he has, but...
Yeah, I don't know neither, but you gotta have a good bit if you're fucking living in Valentine. We're in the fucking hood.
Regular people.
Cheers.
Yo, for real, that fucking light, I hated that light, bro. I was there for 7 minutes, and I was like, yo, I guarantee you, because I saw the train thing, I was like, I guarantee you.
Oh, you're up here, by
yeah. Okay. And then I was 2 cars behind the light, and then I saw that sign that says
the train is coming.
Yeah, I was
and you sit there for an eternity.
Bro, when you text me that shit, I was like, okay, so he's at the train. I was like, okay.
No,
I'm waiting and I'm waiting. I was like, where the fuck is he? I was like, God damn it. Like, that train cannot be that damn long.
No, it takes...
But I know that light, man. That light sucks ass.
Yeah. And I thought it was going to be a long train, but it's a little one. And then, like, the sign came back up, but it was one coming back the other way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, usually when one comes, the other one is, like, right behind it.
I was getting so mad. I was getting irritated, bro. Cause
I bet, dude.
The GPS said I was supposed to be at your crib like 15, 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, we were sitting there watching Smoking Aces. I was like, God damn it, he was supposed to be here like an hour ago. What the fuck?
I was gonna smoke, but like I think the mic's picking it up.
Oh, you're good, bro.
Oh,
does that have nicotine in it?
Yeah,
it does.
I don't think people. It's not that loud.
No, yeah, no. I mean, I can control the volumes and shit.
Yeah. It's not that.
I can share if you want.
I used to have a vape, but I sold mine because I never used it anymore.
No.
I had this. It was a good tasting one. It was like lemon.
It was like strawberry lemonade or something.
Some shit like that.
This is what it is. This is strawberry watermelon, but it's iced, so it goes smooth.
Mm-hmm.
I love that shit, bro.
Nice.
Yeah. I sold mine for like $40. I think I paid like $130 for that thing though.
You used to talk cold shit about people that vape.
I did.
He thought vaping was so...
Let me put this away.
It's so lame.
No, you're good, man.
It's so lame. And then one day he comes home, he's like, I bought a new vape. I was like, what the how much did you spend? And you spent like 100 and something with the with the oils. I was like, what? And he's like,
it was fun for a second.
And it was like a good bulky one. Like, it was a good size.
Yeah, it was
one.
it was a
nice bait.
What was it? Alien brand?
The juice in it was like Alien brand.
You
still have the box in the closet.
Probably.
This one was I didn't want anything bulky. I wanted to fill my pocket. This one's 40, and then the juice was like 25.
That's pretty neat. Let me see that.
That's like a perfect size for me.
Yeah, it's called Drag too. I like the name of it. So
I like this.
I need to stop smoking tobacco, but I can't. I mean, I can because I've gone long.
How much nicotine percent are you using?
We went up to 14, 16, some shit like that. Cause I don't know.
So you used to smoke cigarettes?
Well, we were smoking Black and Milds. We used to catch a buzz. So I was like,
me and her used. Well, I used to smoke Black and Milds too.
Black and Milds.
I mean, I still too, but like,
I'd be like.
So I figured this would give me a buzz, but it's like at 14, it's not. I mean, unless like I puff nonstop.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want the buzz and I enjoy it when I have it, and then sometimes I want it and I go get it and I'm like, oh hell no, I feel weird and I feel sick.
With the black.
Hold on, what kind of black?
Yeah, with black.
What kind of black did you like?
I like wine.
Wine.
Oh yeah, that's y'all too. I like the regular kind.
No, the regular kind tastes like shit.
Yeah,
and the guy mistakenly gave it to me at the gas station. I was bitter. I was like,
cause the box almost looks the same. So
yeah, just about.
But I thought the regular one was like black, and then the wine is like burgundy.
Yeah, you're right.
And so I was like, I got home. I got all the way home and was like,
I used to be heavy on blacks, dude. I quit, but like, man, I picked up sunflower seeds. Like when I was quitting or whatever, like sunflower seeds was like my best friend. I used to buy the fuck out of them things.
The thing, my girl still smokes them. It's just like not as heavy, but the thing is, like when I used to come home from work. And you enter the house and you smell black, I was just like, oh, I can't do this shit.
Yeah, it's like that dirty smell.
I can't
It's hard to explain.
That's one of those smells that linger.
Black
really does.
But I'd rather smell a black than a cigarette.
Oh,
cigarettes fucking
all day.
Yeah.
No, all day because it gets stuck in. It's hard to get cigarette out. But black, it's like, okay, I can open up a few windows and air this bitch out and it'll be gone. Mm-hmm. Cigarettes, it's just like, no.
Yeah, she smokes outside now.
No, I can't smoke black inside because I know it just lingers and it's not the best, especially when you put it out. It's just not. That's why when I'm done smoking, I usually put it in the plastic still. Mm-hmm. Like I carefully keep the plastic. I put it in. Oh yeah. And then I like hide it in a drawer because I'm like, I don't want that smell to be just lingering. So. Did
you ever chew your tips?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
The wood tips. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna tell you, whenever you get super fit, you want to get back to boxing. Well, it's kind of far, but there's one called I Love Kickboxing. That's in Matthews though. That shit's kind of far from you. But bro, like that's just it looks pretty good. I can't get into it right now because I got a broken toe. I got drunk chasing a fucking cat, hit the futon.
Hit the futon.
God damn. Oh, I know you was on the ground crying.
I wasn't crying. I had so much adrenaline that I was like, man, I'm not going to the ER and get another bill. I just put that shit back myself, bro.
Oh my god, dude. What the fuck?
Chasing your cat?
Bro, I would have been crying. Oh my god. That between hitting your fucking toe and it's kind of equivalent to like getting hit in the nuts. That shit.
I don't know because God. Like ever since I fell and like skinned my knee to the white meat that one day we were like he was playing basketball. You were playing basketball with your friends. Mm-hmm. So he's playing basketball with his friends. I'm at this park with our dog and I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, the dog looks bored. And they had like a little mini track. And I was like, oh, fuck it. It's a nice day. I have on shorts. And I was like, I had on flip-flops, too. And I'm like, oh, Cheech, you want to go fucking run a little bit? Because I felt really bad. But he's not one of those dogs you can have off-leash because he might run across the street to the fucking road or something.
He's fucking dingy.
He's kind of dicey. So I'm like, he might come back and he might not when I call his name. So I was just like, you know what? I'm not even going to let you go off-leash today in these fields. And so there was like a little track. And I just was like, let's go running. And so I'm like, I'm barely jogging. I was just trying to be funny. And I'm on Snapchat like, I'm out here with my dog and we're trotting. And then I tripped over my flip-flops and he kept running. And so my knees both knees got skinned up. The right one busted to the white meat. It was dripping down my leg, and I was like...
Didn't he drag you for a second?
And his friends... And this is why...
I'm sorry, that's not funny.
No, that's a funny ass story.
I couldn't even be mad because I heard your friends laugh. Because Because this is around the basketball court, and I'm like, oh my god.
And we were playing these random teenagers. Like, bro, you know when you like
in the hood, so, they were all like, what the fuck?
Oh, everybody was fucking cracking up. This is the funny part. Like, you know when you see, like, you know someone's about to fall. So you're just watching. Like, there's nothing you can do. You're just watching. So, like, I think I was sitting on the bleachers because I wore the wrong shoe. So, like, I rubbed the bottom of my foot raw.
Did you wear, like, Vans or something?
Yeah, I was out there balling in some fucking Vans. And I don't play basketball at all. So I'm out there
going
getting
to play basketball that day.
And so, like, I'm sitting there because my foot was hurting like shit. I rubbed it raw, like, my skin's peeling off and everything.
Damn.
And fucking, I was like, look. I was like, oh, shit. And, like, she fell. And, so, yeah, like, we're in the hood and shit. So I was like, baby, take my gun with you. And, it was on her hip because I got, like, the clip or whatever.
Yeah, and I had, like, my big, like,
so,
I had
like,
shorts that were like big jeans shorts, so they weren't like
mom
tight.
shorts or
yeah,
some
they were
shit.
like mom jeans shorts or something.
And fucking, so when she fell, my gun fell with her and it slid away from her.
Shit.
So I was like, baby, my gun. She was like, fuck that gun.
I'm on the ground face down and the dog.
She was like, your gun is okay, motherfucker. I'm not.
The dog was still dragging me because he's one of those dogs that pull when you put him on the leash. He just pulls. Yeah. He won't walk beside you at all. So I was just like, oh, come on, let's go.
Fuck up. That shit was so
My
funny.
phone went flying.
Yeah, like everything just fuck. You know, like when Sonic, when he would get hurt, like all his coins would fall out. That was her.
And she was like, what the fuck happened? And I get up and my knees are like bleeding down to my feet.
Yeah, her knees were tore the fuck up, bro.
And so that just brings me back to like hitting toes. Yes, it hurts, but like now my right knee, the left knee healed up really beautifully. It's barely a scar. The right knee has this huge scar, and I feel like there's so much scar tissue that if I so much as like tap my knee, if
to this day,
and that was like 4 months ago. That was a long time ago.
Damn.
That was like 3-4 months ago.
Yeah.
It was a while ago.
I always tell her like,
and it hurts, and it puts tears in my eyes. Like I might not cry, but like I cringe, and I have to take a moment. Like, don't talk to me.
It's like pulling out a nose hair.
I hit my. I'll be like, I hit my knee so hard, like it just hurts.
That's what happens to me though. That's like
it's scar tissue.
Yeah, the scar tissue. If I break up my scar tissue, my toe starts to feel better for a few days.
Damn, you broke that shit, bro?
Hell yeah.
My mom broke her pinky toe once.
God.
And she never went to she never went to the doctor. She just kind of let it heal on its own.
It's this way. That's just still swollen. I mean, it's not as bad, but.
Fuck, no, it is swollen, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
when it starts, it's just like that tissue around it just keeps.
Mm-hmm.
And for a long time, it's probably gonna be like that.
Man, I got shitty credit. I wasn't going to ER. I was like, man, fuck that. I need credit.
If you only knew how
put
much
it on
I
my
owed
tab.
Carolina Medical.
Bro,
put it on my tab. Yeah, you're right.
Charge it to the game, bitch.
Let me tell you something. Okay, so when I was sparring in boxing, there was this dude that was in Air Force trying to show off. This was when I was doing Muay Thai in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I was fatigued. So he kicked the shit out of me. They told him to go soft. He kicked the shit out of me on this arm, and it got dislocated. And I had to go to ambulance. That ambulance charged me $1,800 just to take me to the
just
hospital.
the ambulance alone is
I was
like,
like, what the fuck, bro? They didn't even give me anything.
I had something similar to that. Yeah. I was in Virginia, and I woke up with like some crazy. I don't know if it was my appendix or what, but like I had some crazy ass fucking pain going on in the hotel room. Like I couldn't even get up. And like I called her, and I ain't gonna lie, I was fucking crying, bro. Like shit, I was like, baby, I can't.
And I was like, you wouldn't make that up.
Hell no. And fucking, yeah, I went to the hospital. They did blood work and all this shit. Like, come to find out, nothing was wrong with me. Yeah. But it fucking hurt.
Your liver was mad.
It probably was, yeah. That was back when my diet was bad.
Back in the day, like when you were out of town, you'd be like, oh yeah, at the end of the weekend, oh damn. Our TV in our base is going crazy in there. The PS4 said, hey, are you still here? But no, like back in the day, you were like still eating shit and like drinking with your like boss and your coworkers. Like y'all are eating.
You just seem like a tough ass dude. I mean, if that shit had made you cry,
that's why I was surprised.
Was like, damn, that shit must have hurt.
I was like, and then you're out of town. I can't even do anything.
Yeah, that was literally like one of the, because everybody had went to work, and I told my boss I couldn't go. Yeah. I felt like shit, and fucking, Yeah, I mean, it just sucks because it was a waste. I'm like, fuck, man, if I feel this fucking bad, something better be wrong with me. Like,
it sucks. Like, your body just probably...
But that ambulance was $1,000, bro, for him to come pick me up.
It's ridiculous. Dude.
I could have took a fucking $10 Uber.
I don't understand. I'll tip you if you come pick me up.
Fucking hurry up. I'm going through menopause right now. Come on.
Don't say menopause.
My bad.
I tell them not to make like period and menopause jokes. I'm like, that's so offensive.
Oh, that's a running joke in construction, dude.
That is so
if you get into like, well, like, you know, like in construction, when somebody's bitching, we always say like they're on their period or something.
And I'm like, you can't say that in front of other people. It's not in front of women.
It's misogynistic, but
yeah.
I mean, when you're around a bunch of guys, it's like,
of course.
I mean, who the fuck's a feminist out there? But like, nah, it's times where we had to like shovel mud like out of the road or something.
That's just tough.
It sucks.
It depends if it's
It makes for a long day. And fucking, so like we wouldn't want to go do it, but like our boss would be like, all right, go grab some shovels, and like we're in the middle of working, and I'm just like, man, my fucking pussy's bleeding right now, man. Fuck. I was like, I don't want to do this shit.
And he would tell me that, and I'm like, you know how fucking offensive that is. Like, of course it's a joke, but like not everybody's gonna joke with y'all.
I know. I don't say it in front of women, of course, but like when I'm around my friends, I'm like, man, my fucking pussy's swollen right now. Fuck.
Yeah, that shoveling shit is hard. I remember when I used to do irrigation, going under the house.
Oh, I hate irrigation, bro.
Once you hit
like
clay,
crawl space stuff.
Yeah, crawl space. Once you hit that clay, you're like, oh my god, my back and I was done. Bro.
And you're under a structure, so
dude,
it's like you can't even stand up.
Yeah,
I used to have to do that kind of shit, bro. I hate. That's why I know exactly what you're talking about, bro.
But it's crazy, like. Were you even getting paid enough? Like, it just makes me think like laborers. And
you never get paid enough.
Coal mine. If there's still coal mining going on, it's like these people get paid nothing.
Coal miners got. I mean, Trump is always talking about coal miners. So I don't even fucking know.
Now, all of a sudden, he has a fucking place in his heart for coal. He probably really doesn't have a place in his heart for nobody. But coal miners, they're not even supposed to be mining coal no more anyway. That shit's dangerous for their health. Get them out of there.
Yeah, their lungs get like don't their lungs get clogged up and shit.
It's just bad for your health. Like you can't be ingesting that shit.
I used to work for the pipe crew, doing storm drain, and I was the ditch man.
Tell us what that means.
So you know, like in the street, right? How you got like your street gutters and all that shit.
Yeah.
So those big ass like 3-4 foot pipes, like the radius is like a 3 foot concrete pipe or whatever. So it was just like these big ass pipes we used to lay down. But sorry. We used to have to hook these pipes up to like existing boxes already. So the boxes were like where the gutter is and shit, or the grates. And we used to have to take a saw and cut a fucking square so the pipe can fit in there. But like when you're in that hole, it's
like a manual saw or like
no, it's
what the fuck?
It's like a special saw.
It's called a quick saw, I think, a quickie saw or saw, some shit like that. But it's a concrete saw. So fucking, but the area that you're in is like no bigger than this. So like you're in a 6 foot or 5 foot fucking hole or trench, and you gotta cut this fucking pipe, and that concrete dust is a fucking beast.
You used to have snaps or videos of that, and I used to be like, because
you have to like slice cuts into the concrete box and then take a sledgehammer and pound on it, and you gotta basically just chip away at it. But like one of the people I used to work with, he now has like lung cancer because he has all that because that concrete dust is fine, you know what I mean? So when you breathe it in, and
y'all aren't wearing like,
you're supposed to, but companies don't. A lot of companies
they're not investing in that kind of shit.
They don't care.
That makes me sad.
Like instead of going out to go, because you're supposed to have a water pump down there with you, and sometimes companies,
that there's not dust.
Yeah, so like you would spray the water on the saw so that way the dust wouldn't fuck with you, because that dust, you breathe enough of that shit in there, you're literally breathing in concrete, and so your lungs. They're moist, you know what I'm saying?
It's like concrete mix.
Yeah, so he has like concrete in his fucking lungs, and he got lung cancer off that shit.
You know my favorite thing is to report. I write a. Ooh.
Oh, I don't be scared at all to be like, fuck that. I'm not doing that shit.
If you would have ever told me that a company you worked for was not I would call the fucking news. I would call OSHA. I'd call everybody. I'd be like, "Oh, this is wrong. This is inhumane. You have and they're working for $12 an hour. No, fuck you. My health. This man's health is ruined because of that. Because y'all didn't want to
go buy a $30 water pump.
You can't sue for that shit.
So I would have sued.
It's kind of one of those things where like you should have known better, kind of deals.
No, but that's how the company. That's how I feel like the company is. They're probably like, well, you should have been wearing your mask.
With OSHA, OSHA's not gonna find the company. They'll find you.
Oh, okay.
So if you're breathing in all that shit, they're gonna be like, hey, here's a fucking $10,000 fine.
Yeah.
But that's why I tell you, like, at your job, you better stand the fuck up for yourself, because if you
oh, I do. I ain't scared to tell them.
Because
Fuck that.
I fussed at you for years. I was like, fuck that. That doesn't sound ethical. That doesn't sound like it's supposed to be right. Like, I'm one of them bitches. I'm a report on y'all ass. Like, fuck that.
Man, I got hit with a steel sheet before. I forgot the actual name for it, but like the Traco, you connect this hydraulic hammer to the to where the bucket is. So you take the bucket off and you hook up the it's basically a jackhammer. But it grips these steel sheet metals that are like 25 feet long. So basically you dig them into the ground, and they're like a puzzle piece, because like they on the ends of them they're like this. So you would stack it, or like, okay, like this is the whole sheet or whatever. So on each end they're curved like that. Yeah. So when you put the next one in, it creates a wall. So like you connect it like that, and it vibrates it all the way down to the ground.
That sounds intricate as fuck.
That shit's crazy.
That sounds like $20 an album.
And you only use those like when you're in an area that the water level is high. So like if we were building a gas station in Myrtle Beach, I think you dig down like 6 feet before you start hitting seawater and shit. Yeah. So you would do that, and then it creates a dry work area for like the hole that you're about to dig. So when you take them out, it's the same process. This thing clamps down on it and vibrates it, and it loosens it up and takes it out. Well, my boss, he was taking it out, and I was the one hooking them up and getting them out of there and shit.
Oh, so you have to have a man in the hole doing that.
Yeah, and I was the dummy in the hole. And this is before I knew anything.
And this is the laborer position that you get paid the least for.
Basically. And fucking, so when you're pulling these things up, you can't have no kind of tension because you got a man down there. So it's kind of like you're pulling it up. If he's at any kind of angle, and it's a 25-foot long steel fucking sheet or whatever. Almighty. So he had tension on it, and like I'm holding it or whatever so it could go steady and shit. As soon as that shit broke away from the piece that it was connected to, it fucking flicked at me. Like it went out like that. So the bottom end of it hit me in the chest. It knocked me like probably 7 feet back. Like I got knocked on my ass. I went to the emergency room. Yeah.
Oh god.
You never I don't know why I feel like you've never described the exact like what happened.
Oh, that shit.
This is the first that I'm hearing. Like I knew he had got hit in the chest by a piece of metal, but I didn't know it was like that's why. Or
and they're
what
like
happened.
this thick, bro.
Damn.
So like, this is the shadiest shit right here. So after I went to the hospital, my boss, he was on fucking. I used to hook him up with drugs. Yeah. So fucking, like if he wanted some bud, if he wanted a coke or some shit like that, like I got it for him. So I knew he was fucking dirty. So the whole company knew that I got fucked up. Yeah. So then they were like, you got to go do a drug test. I was like, oh fuck. I was like, I don't care. No, because I mean, I didn't smoke at the time or nothing. Like, I was just like, fuck it, whatever. I was like, I don't give a damn. Fix me. And so my boss is like, they're gonna give you a drug test, right? And they're probably gonna give me one too. He's like, you sure you want to go to the hospital because you did such and such the other day? And I'm like, are you trying to save your own ass, motherfucker?
I know which boss this is.
Yeah.
Somebody you personally hung out with.
Yeah. And at the time, like me and him, well, mainly him, we were doing Molly. So that's why he was like, you did Molly the other day, and that's gonna show up on your drug test and that. So he's trying to guilt me into not going to. I'm like, bitch, you didn't just get hit by a fucking piece of steel sheet. You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out of here. And so I got the drug test, and then later on, I think like the project manager came out there to talk to me, and he was like, yeah, I heard what happened. I'm sorry, blah blah blah. And I was like, well, where the fuck is his drug test? Why isn't he not taking one? He's the reason I'm in this situation. Why was I the only one that had to take one?
Because he was operating, right?
Yeah. He was the reason I got hurt.
Some bullshit.
And they basically gave me the run around like, oh, well, he's going to get one, but, you know, I was like, man, you know what? Fuck you, dude. I was like, I don't care. Look, just pay for the fucking hospital
bill. There's no ethics in construction. Like,
they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. And don't let your skin be brown. Like,
yeah.
I hate to take it there, but it's just like most industries, we know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's just like, let's stop fucking playing around. I'm not about to be sugarcoating shit, and I'm not okay with that. If I would have known what had happened, I would have fucking like...
Yeah, because you had to come pick me up. You drove
from Wilmington?
Yeah, from Wilmington.
Oh my goodness.
I drove literally took a day off, and he was like, baby, like, I was one way. Like, you didn't even have to tell me the story.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't know the details, because when you said I got hit at work and it hurt, like, you didn't make that shit up. And I was like, I'm fucking one way. Like, I'm calling out of work. Fuck work. I'm coming to get you. I drove 4 hours out to fucking Wilmington just to pick your ass up and go back to Charlotte 4 hours back.
That shit sucked, bro.
Because I don't even said your chest hurt.
That shit happened so fast. Like, I don't even remember being in the air. Like,
no,
when that shit hit me, I kind of just woke up from the ground. I was like, what the fuck? And like my chest just...
No, the phone call that you had, like, literally when you called me, when it happened, you sounded like you were out of breath, for one. You sounded like you were on the verge of tears. So I was just like, Sam don't never like get hurt. Like, I'm just not used to... I just know how you are. You're a big macho guy, whatever. No, like...
Oh, and I was fat
when
as fuck
something
back
kicks
then.
your ass...
Just imagine, like, something with that much force to knock
your
my fat ass
across
7 feet across the job site. You got to get hit pretty fucking hard.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's a sheet of... Like, it's not just like aluminum foil. No, this is like industrial shit.
That shit was heavy as fuck.
No, yeah, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm calling out of work.
I was so mad.
And I woke up at fucking like 5 a.m. just to go drive to go get your ass.
I'll be scared. Like, it's not like that happens to me, and I wake up, I'm like, am I still alive? Like, what the fuck? Am I alive?
That shit happens so fast.
It sounds terrible.
Yeah, for real. You know, I used to work at
and they probably didn't even offer workers' comp.
Fuck no, they didn't. They expected me to come back in Monday morning.
Shit.
With a doctor's note.
I hate that. I would never work for that company again.
Fuck that.
I should have reported their ass.
I should have too.
You got a story, Christian.
Yeah, I used to work at another place. I forgot. It wasn't irrigation, but I had to go under. There's always something fucking under. But like, our job was to clean fucking mold out of the fucking...
Oh man, that's dangerous.
Like, upcoming new shit.
Yeah.
And dude, we had masks and everything, but I could still smell that shit. I lasted 1 week and I was like, man, fuck y'all.
That's so detrimental to your health.
Yeah, like, that's so bad.
Yeah, you can get sick and die off that shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fuck.
Just like that guy that got, I mean, I feel sorry for him that got lung cancer, but that shit probably could have happened to me too.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, y'all better think about the little people that do the shit that you don't think about. Like, how was my house made? How long did the people that built my actual car, how long did they stand in that hot ass warehouse? Because you know it ain't gonna be no cold warehouse. That's too much AC.
Hell
to build cars, to build the earphones that we're wearing, to build the microphones that we're talking on. Like,
that's why I took this path. And I mean, you're smart as shit. That's why I'm surprised. Like, you make so much money, you can go to school. Like,
Sam hates school.
I hate school.
School and Sam.
Trade school there's some trades that are fucking...
I said,
well, I did go to trade school. I went to Job Corps.
To get your automotive stuff.
Yeah, so I took classes on mechanics. I got certified and all that shit. Mm-hmm.
I told him, I was like, you know how long ago that was? You could have been somebody's supervisor at somebody's...
I could have been working at like Lexus or some shit like that.
Something.
Yeah.
But like coming out, dude, they weren't paying shit because I wasn't... It's kind of like one of those things where it's like, you don't have credit, so we can't offer you the job.
But babe, like, I understand that, but somebody would have given you the chance. I think you kind of just...
Yeah, no, I was about to work.
Because guess what? You're saying nobody was paying shit. And it's like, we all started from single digit incomes. Yeah. And you didn't have no children. You didn't have nobody. You was single as fuck coming out of Job Corps.
I felt pretty entitled because I was like, man, I'm certified. Give me some money.
Yeah, no, that's not how anything works in life.
So I was like, nah, fuck
I
that.
got a certificate. No, that's not how that works.
And
I hate that because I'm like, you know how far you would have gone like right now because you are one of those people that stay in an industry. I flip flop industries. I'd be like, fuck this shit. I'm about to go see what's happening over here.
You know what sucks about auto mechanics though, bro?
What about it?
You're gonna constantly have a bruised nail. Like you're gonna smash your fucking nail. Oh,
always. There's always gonna be something.
That's one of your worries.
Hell yeah, that shit hurts.
It hurts, but
that shit.
A bruised nail.
I mean, if I could connect with hydrocodone or something, you'll be good, bro.
Hell yeah. But like, I got this intimidating ass interview. It was in Valentine. It was at Firestone.
Oh,
it was there,
okay.
And they were like, tell us about you and blah blah blah. So then, like, he was like, okay, well, we got BMWs coming in, we got Ferraris coming in, like rich baller motherfuckers coming in. And so he was like, can you work on these kinds of things? And I was like, shit. I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't want to fuck up somebody's BMW, bro.
Because
like,
guess what? You should have had, like, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, he was trying to fucking intimidate people that do interviews, like the interviewer. Mm-hmm. They do that. They're like trying to break you. They're trying to be like, can you work under pressure?
I was intimidated. I was like, fuck no, dude.
And I was intimidated at the job interview that I had for this job. I was literally, my hands were like this the whole time. And I usually am one of those people that like talk with my hands during the interview. Like, oh yeah. Like I'm just one of those. No, they had me. I was like this the whole time. I was like, I'm so nervous. I told them I was nervous. I never tell anybody when I'm nervous.
That's a big mistake. If you tell somebody in an interview, you tell somebody you're nervous.
You're nervous?
Yeah, that's done.
And I was like,
are you good with interviews?
No. Speaking of, my girl bought a new car in CarMax not too long ago, and next to us there was a guy having an interview, and dude, like the questions they were asking him, I was trying to picture myself in his seat, and I was like, how the fuck do you answer that? Like that's just ridiculous.
When it's not even like a 1 sentence, 2 sentence question. It's like you want me to give you a 3-paragraph essay.
I twiddle my fingers a lot.
No,
I start sweating.
And I usually am one of those people that like when I'm nervous, I talk like with my hand. Like I'm loosening myself up by talking with my hands. I'm like, oh yeah, like because I'm trying to be like, just loosen up. Because but I was shook. I was like, I can't. Because like my supervisor, she intimidated the shit out of me. My team lead, I had a phone interview with my team lead, and it was like it came natural because obviously I'm not face to face.
Yeah.
Oh, he looked unimpressed the entire interview face to face because it was just them two.
Yeah.
And I was like, and they were across the boardroom table. I was like, I'm nervous. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like my voice was shaking, and they were like, just grilling me. And he for one, when somebody looks unimpressed and they look like they're not interested in what you're saying, that kills me because I'm like, damn, I'm like, you're not satisfied with nothing that I'm saying. I'm trying to impress you and you're not impressed. Now my supervisor, she was impressed, but it's like she would ask 2 questions in one. And so I'm like, fuck, what did she ask me? So I'm like, I'm like half-ass remembering what the fuck she asked me. So I'm talking in circles and I'm rambling. No, and then they were like, do you want the job?
Nice. You know what's a good idea? If you go to Indeed and you look up the job.
That's where I found it.
Yeah.
Indeed.com.
Shout out to Indeed.
They have sections there where like people like put questions on what
they were asked in their interview.
And it helps a lot.
It helps. So you can prepare. Glassdoor.com does that too.
Yeah.
Indeed.com and Glassdoor.com, it'll say they have a whole part that says interviews or questions and answering, and it'll be people that said, oh, they asked me, give me an example of this, that, and the third, and this is what I said. Mm-hmm. And it helps. It helps. If y'all better get signed up. Y'all better. People, it's 2019. We all grown. If you don't know the password to your email address, you are childish as fuck.
I don't know my Facebook password.
No, that's Facebook.
If I get locked out of my shit,
that's
fucked.
Facebook. I'm talking about people that are over here like, I got an email account. I don't check my emails. You're fucking how old? Grow the fuck up. I have 2 emails, and I know.
I got like 5, and I'm not gonna lie. Like I always gotta reset my password.
No, but now it's like, okay, as long as you have your phone, they might send you a code. Yeah, but some people are like, I don't even know like the code to my phone. Like, grow the fuck up. Like, we're all too old for this. Like, there's so many resources out here. All of the shit that I learned about writing my resume, I Googled it. My resume is built off of somebody else's shit. You can't copy and paste because they have systems now. Jobs have systems now that'll scan that shit and they'll be like, oh, it's all generic as fuck. Play around with. I copy and paste, but I replace. I'll double clip and put a synonym. I'll be like, change the wording on here.
Yeah, that's what I had to do the other day. I copied, but like I changed some shit up. And I don't know.
Shout out to resume writers and all these people that write these websites. I be Googling.
Fortunately, man, with the construction industry, I don't do interviews at all. It's kind of like,
you're so lucky.
I know, yeah, because I don't have to practice. I don't have to sugarcoat shit. It could just like, honestly, like if I was to get fired today, I would just call the next company like, hey, y'all need a Trago man over there. I know how to do this. I know how to do that. I know how to do this. And they're like, okay, yeah. How much are you looking for? I tell them my price, and they're just like, all right, come on in Monday, show up, and like that's it. Like I don't ever have to try to impress anybody.
I remember a long time ago. I don't even remember, but I Instagrammed you. I was like, yo, I need a job in construction because I was like struggling. But like you told me, and you were like, the job sites are like this far. I was like, holy shit. And at the time, I was driving a blue baby bumble van and shit. So I was like, I can't.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, I couldn't make it, bro. That van would not fucking make it.
No, honestly, bro. Like, a lot of our job sites are like in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah.
And I mean, it makes sense because, you know, we're building housing development, so it's always going to be in an area. Like, you're not going to knock down a whole fucking existing neighborhood and then rebuild it up.
Yeah.
So it's always in the middle of fucking nowhere.
And these people really do live out here. It's crazy. You're like, why are you moving out here?
Oh, bro, like I was talking in our first podcast, the housing development that we're at right now is literally right behind a crematory.
Are you serious?
And like, you can smell, dude, it stinks.
Wow, dude.
You just like, it's like fucking clockwork, bro.
Oh yeah, I heard it in the podcast. That's right.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Body parts. That's disgusting. That animal stinks. And it's probably animals and humans. Animal, yeah. It's just like, that's. But like to smell that every day is disgusting.
Stinks.
Doesn't the realtor have to tell you that? Like, isn't that by law? Like,
I don't know.
I said, are they not supposed to be like?
I don't think so.
But then it's kind of like, no, it's a business, so they don't have to say, oh well, there's a Burger King over here, there's a McDonald's, and there's this crematory.
Yeah,
they probably don't have to say that.
So if you smell burnt popcorn, don't worry about it.
They're too busy like, look at this foyer and look at this marble counter.
Yeah, because they're trying to make their money. You know what I'm saying? So if you could sell somebody a house, you know you're getting that percentage.
Hell yeah.
Ethics goes out the window because there's
they're
a crematory.
definitely not going to tell you that shit.
That's disgusting.
It is.
Disgusting. Like obviously it's like that's these people's jobs at the crematory. I couldn't apply.
Could you imagine like just sticking a body in the
oven?
What
do you do? Like,
is it like a conveyor belt kind of deal? Like I don't know.
I'm like, do you take a shovel, like one of those snow shovels, and just?
Yeah, because you can't imagine like picking up a dead person every fucking minute, like just. Put you on here and fucking burn you up.
I don't know how that. I don't even know. I don't want to know. I don't want to see any footage.
I couldn't do that shit. There was one point where I wanted to be a paramedic. I got a savior complex, so I wanted to be a paramedic, and I just couldn't do it. I mean, I could do it. It's just that the money and the stress was not worth it.
No,
like,
it sounds.
I don't blame you, dude.
To see somebody.
That's got to be tough. That kind of pressure.
It's kind of like your. Somebody's life is in your hands while you have them with you in your hand. Like, because you can transport them all you want, but right now, while you're transporting them,
they need you.
And you're like, I don't like
and
that.
If they
I don't
slip
want
away,
that.
Yeah, it's like, damn.
Right. Even when you go to somebody's house and like they're having like some heart attack, and their family's like, do CPR, do something, and like you fail and they die there, like
everybody's
and then you
feel
guilty about it, like damn, bro.
That's all I was like. I want to get like my CPR certification just because I just want to know
that'd be cool
what to do. Just because in any necessary situation, if I can step up.
Speaking of fucking CPR,
why is that funny?
Because I got home one day, right, and I bought some baked chicken or whatever. So then I got a chicken breast, and I'm like tearing it apart.
Going to baked chicken.
So fucking, I'm tearing it apart so I can make my chicken salad, and the fucking dog is just. I was like, here, motherfuckers. I gave him the bones.
You gave him the.
Yeah.
When I asked you, you said you didn't know. Well, tell the fucking story.
I didn't want to get chewed out.
Tell the fucking.
I didn't want to get chewed out at the moment, but
tell the story.
So I gave it to him, and he ate it fine. Well, his dumb ass, he doesn't know how to chew. He'll swallow some shit.
He's greedy.
Greedy as fuck. Like he needs.
Like
but
he ate all damn day.
So like, I done ate my salad. I'm like, hell yeah. And then my girl was like, did you give the dog something to eat? I was like, shit, should I lie? I was like, no.
This motherfucker is Chi-Chi's over in his cage hacking, and he's like, you know how dogs do that arched back hyena shit, and they're like,
so he's like trying to throw the chicken bones up, I guess.
And he's throwing up his dog food, he's throwing up chicken, and I was like, did you give him bones? Because I literally have witnessed Chi-Chi, like, he's literally, I gave him a drumstick one time, and he probably broke it in half and like swallowed it. And I was like,
that motherfucker's greedy, bro.
No, I was like, no, we probably not even supposed to be giving dogs chicken bones at all, because they're so, it's like something about chicken bones. It's no. And then you had breast bones, and I was like, breast bones are even worse.
The fucking dog's like, and I'm just like,
and he's standing there, and I was like,
oh my
God,
bro, you're probably about to die, bro.
And I was like, I was literally cursing him the fuck out, like, did you fucking give him bones? I told you stop fucking giving him bones.
I just put my hands on my hip. I was like, yeah, I think he's about to go. I'm like, I think it's that time.
And I felt so bad because I'm like, is there a dog Heimlich maneuver? Like, there's no dog. Is there a dog? I don't know. I was like, he's gonna fucking die. I'm freaking out. And Sam was like, he's speechless. He's just like, well, I did give him chicken. I said, did you give him fucking bones? Like, I told you stop feeding him bones.
I can't remember.
He literally just got home from work. He doesn't give a fuck. He's like, oh, well.
I think I was being, like, I wasn't trying to be insensitive, but I'm just like.
You love the dog, but like, you're not gonna go fucking jumping into his
I just don't know what to do.
Like, he knows I love the dog so much, like, I'm gonna lay on the ground beside him and just die with him. Like, you're gonna be like, okay, let's go dig a hole.
That wasn't I was like, should I start digging or what the fuck?
And I was like, you're killing the dog. Like, that's how I felt. I felt like I was like, you fucking gave him bones, and you do sneaky shit. You and my mom,
Cheers.
they feed him and my mom feed the dog behind my back when I say don't fucking feed don't give him bones. That's all I ask. Don't give him bones, because he won't chew it up. He'll swallow it.
Like I said, I balled at the vet, and then when we took him home, we had to make that hole, and I was just staying strong. I was putting him in there in that box that they gave us. I was like, oh my god, I gotta stay strong. I'm not gonna cry anymore.
I can't. I don't even think I'll have the strength to dig the fucking hole. I don't even have the strength to get him out the car.
I got
There's
a
a
story
box.
for that
like,
one too.
And then they called us like 2 days later because I ordered a paw print. I got the paw print from the vet, and I stayed in the van, and I kept crying. I was just like, God damn it!
I'm so sensitive like that. I want a paw print just to have his paw print now, like just a cute little,
like a mold.
No, just,
it was like a mold. Yeah, with a paw print.
I want one of those just to have now.
Like I'm the type of person that could throw hands, but when I'm real sensitive. Like
animals and like little humans and people just it's like, oh, it's a little tiny thing.
Yeah.
No, like when animals die, I'll be like, that ain't right, man.
My weenie dog, it had parvo. Man, he died a slow, terrible death. I felt so bad. He was in the kitchen. Damn. And it was me and my sister and my grandma. We were just kind of watching. I mean, he was already bleeding like out of his eyes and his nose and shit. So I was like, damn, bro. I was like, that's fucked up. Like, the whole time I'm like, man, I don't want to see him suffer. I was like, is there a fucking cinder block outside? I'll probably just bang his head with it right quick just to get it over.
What the fuck? You think he's gonna die instantly just because you did that?
I mean, maybe. No, I mean, I didn't do it, but I'm just saying, like, I didn't want to see, because he was going through it. He was, like, shaking and shit. So I was like, damn, I need to put him out of this fucking
y'all didn't have no gun in the house.
Yeah, because, if I had a gun at that moment, I'd have been like, I'm going to take him outside and take him out.
Yeah.
But, so, like, we're just watching, and we couldn't do anything. And fuck, once it reaches that point, it's like, ain't no coming back, dude. And fucking, he took his last breath, and it was just like, and he just like went down. I was like, fuck. I was like, ugh. And then like after that had happened, my grandma was like, "We'll take his ass outside." I'm like, what? I was like, grandma, and I think I don't know, I might have been like 15 or some shit, bro.
Oh, that's been a long time.
So then like fucking me and my sister, like we were like, for like probably 3 minutes, and then. So my grandma was like, "Y'all ain't gonna get him?" So she grabs him by the tail like nothing, just picks him up, put him out, and threw him outside. I was like, "Grandma," and fucking
she threw him out like a trash. She's like,
"Yeah, no, for real."
Grandma's like an OG Mexican woman though. She's
and
not
then
dealing with that.
I know, right? She was like, "Fuck that. This happens all the time." And so when she slung him. Like, when he landed, me and my sister looked at each other and we started cracking up. Like, for some reason, that shit was just funny. We were like,
Didn't you say he landed a certain way, like, looking at y'all?
Y'all went from sad and cracking the fuck
Dude,
up.
literally like that. It was like, we were boohoo crying, and then we seen him land, and we were just like... And then we just started cracking up. So then I started digging the hole and shit. And I was like, I'm not picking him. I got this thing, like... I won't touch a dead end. Like, if it's alive, cool. But, like, once it's dead, I don't want to touch it.
You won't do hair like that either.
Yeah, dude, I'm freaked out by hair.
I'm like, I'm not going to clean up your fucking hair. You can clean up your hair.
So then, like, I was digging the hole. And, like, so I picked him up with the shovel because I didn't want to touch him. And, like, when I threw him in the hole, the way he, like, rolled and, like... Okay, so, like, he's looking up at us. So he just, like, he's like, do-do-do-do-do. And me and my sister start cracking the fuck up again, and I was like, "Hurry up and bury him, bro." I was like, "Yo, this shit's crazy now."
Yeah, I don't even know we're going to hell for that shit.
You and your sister are fucking hilarious. She's mad childish too.
Hell yeah. Oh, dude, because my grandma, she's really hard at learning English. So like, she would want to learn it, but then my sister would be telling her to say some outrageous. Like, this is my grandma we're talking about, and my sister would be like. Grandma say I love big black cocks, and like, she would say the shit, and I would be cracking the fuck up. I'm like, Grandma, and she used to beat my sister's ass because I was the snitch. I was like, Grandma, she's telling you to say this.
She used to use sandal, broom,
yeah, a huaracha,
yeah. I swear, guys, Puerto Ricans, dishes, bell, broom, anything
you can put your hand
like
on.
Frisbee dishes.
That's how black people like get mad by the end the child done ran off into the room.
Yeah.
He grabbing the closest thing towards you. That's funny.
That shit is funny, man.
Yeah, y'all got another shot. If y'all don't, it's straight. I'm just.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
No. When she was drinking that, I don't want to take it from her.
It's whatever.
We've been drinking. You want some, bro?
Yeah, I'll take a shot. Just a little one.
A little one to Sam is like a full cup.
Hell yeah. Oh, so I never bothered to ask you. So you're Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah, I'm Puerto Rican. I'm Americanized as fuck though. Like,
have you been to Puerto Rico?
I've been to Puerto Rico at like 10 years old. I gotta go back because my G-Ma, she's going a little bit cuckoo, so I gotta go over there.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta go over there in September because I love her to death, but that's what happens when you get old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I gotta.
Is she going through what's it called? Dementia? No.
Yeah. I think
dementia, right?
Is, yeah.
Alzheimer's is a form of dementia.
She's just like, I see people here and there. I see the television talking to me. I'm like, holy shit! Like,
oh man,
that shit's crazy.
It just makes you so sad.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to go through that when I'm old.
I don't. Yeah, nobody wants that.
Speaking of that, changing the conversation, but like, y'all want kids or no?
I do. He thinks I don't.
Yeah,
I don't want kids.
If we're being real, because you have Bella, but Bella's not mine.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, you do got Bella. Yeah.
But like, he's always said like, I want one with you, and I'm like, I'm one of those. Even before I met you, I've always been one of those like, I want to have shit set in stone. Like in place before I have a child. Not even in stone, just like have something going on. Because my mom was a single mom. She had me when she was like 14 going on 15.
Holy shit.
So that's why like when we say, oh, my mom had you with that, like it's because she's like, I feel like I grew up with my mom. Like, we are best friends.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just like, I don't want to, if I have a man that's going to be there from the moment that I'm like trying to figure out my career, trying to figure out
like Sambo will be like that type of person.
Oh, I am, man.
No, like the way, this is why, because before I met you, I didn't want kids. Like, I could be like, I could care less. I was like, kids are cute. That wasn't a goal of mine in life. It's crazy because I hear some women be like, all my life I wanted to be a mom. And I'm like, why? Like, I didn't understand. Like, that was your goal in life? It's like, you wanted to be a mom? Like, I don't imagine men being like, all my life I wanted to be a father. But there are men that do that.
Yeah, because I'm like that. I love to be a father.
I kind of feel bad because I don't, like, I shouldn't have brought that up.
No, it's not.
You're good,
No, it's
right?
just like, this is stuff we've talked about.
Yeah.
But it's just...
So you don't want kids?
I'm open to options. The thing is, I'm just scared. I don't think I'm, like, smart enough to, like, I think, like, when my kid asks me something, like, I don't know how I'm gonna answer it. Like, hey, how's the sun? Like, how far the sun is
so
to the
you're
earth
thinking about I feel like, okay.
Well, think about it, bro. There's no Parent of the Year award.
Exactly.
Nobody's perfect.
True.
Every parent that I know, every parent that we know is like, you just fucking learn along the way. Just like he fusses at me. He's like, yeah, you're saying let's plan for it. Like, you want me to wait and like until you have your shit. Like, I'm just basically saying, wait for me to have my shit together till I'm like ready. And I've always said, in my head, women have goals. Like, some women are like, give me until I'm 30. I need to be married, 30. And have like my kids and this, that, and there. Like,
once I'm 30, I'm done.
No, that's
I'm
that's
not even
his.
trying anymore.
And I don't blame you to be like, this is my ultimatum. This is my standard. This is my goal. Like, blah blah blah. Like, I can respect that.
Yeah.
Either I'm gonna work with it because you reached your fucking goal already. Like, if we're gonna get married and blah blah blah. Like, I feel like it's a compromise. But aside from that, I'm like, when it comes to kids, before I met you, I literally was like, I don't care to have kids. I'll be that auntie like that does whatever the fuck she wants. Like,
do you watch American Dad?
Yeah, I used to, not that much though.
You do you remember that one episode when Haley adopted that Omen child? She was like, oh my god, like she was like, because
she was always
kids.
She always was like, I don't want to have kids. I just
I'll have
want
to show you
married.
that episode when we get out of here.
And she was like,
speaking of shows, if y'all have Amazon Prime, y'all have to watch.
We do.
What's that show called? The Boys. The Boys is so fucking
The
amazing.
Boys?
Yes.
Okay.
It's about a superhero, but they're all corrupt. It's not your typical superhero movie.
I think I've seen a preview for that.
Dude, that shit is badass.
Okay.
You'll be hooked on
The Boys.
Yeah,
we be wanting
up.
series that we can like watch consistently.
Mm-hmm.
It has like dark humor. Like all of a sudden, like shit will happen, and you would just laugh your ass off. It's dark humor, but it's like you can't stop. You can't stop laughing.
That's
like
good.
I swear to God.
A new show we can
Oh,
watch.
speaking of series, bro, do you like Trailer Park Boys?
I've heard of that. I
Oh
haven't
my
really watched
God.
That show
Is that with the guy with the glasses and
Yes. With the little, it's like bifold.
Yeah, his name is Bubbles.
He was like, watch this. And I was like, for weeks, I was like, stop fucking asking me to watch. Like, I don't want to watch whatever that dumb shit is. It's not funny. Like, I will walk in passing. I would walk in the kitchen. I'd be like, that doesn't even sound funny. No, one day you sat me down and said, just watch this one episode.
That shit.
And I was like,
You'll
this is fucking hilarious.
What about Squidbillies? You never?
I've never.
Oh my god, Squidbillies is the shit.
Is that on Hulu or Netflix or something?
It's like
it used to be on Hulu, but they took it off.
It's like an adult
so like now you gotta
Swim
like
cartoon.
pay for it.
Oh, okay.
If you have cable,
Damn,
still.
that must be good if they gotta pay for it.
Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
if you have cable still,
It's like that redneck humor.
it's on Adult
shit.
Swim.
Funny
It's still on
shit,
Adult
though.
Swim.
Yeah, it
Like,
is, right? Yeah, because I just came out with a new
like if you
season or
watch
something.
comedy, I mean, if anybody has Adult Swim still, like at time to watch it, you can go on the website for Adult Swim, and I think they air free episodes of it, and it's called Squidbillies, and it's fucking hysterical.
No, but I seriously start like recommend The Boys.
The
Like
Boys.
you guys would not be disappointed about this.
Good.
Show.
Yeah,
Give it like
check it out.
the first 10-15 minutes is a little weird, and all of a sudden some crazy shit happens, and it ramps up super fast.
That's
like,
good. Yeah, because he gets bored very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of those
very
like I can
too.
sit and watch like in-depth background shit. Like why is this like this? He's like, this is boring, and he'll turn it off, and I'll be like, what the
No,
fuck?
but Sam will trust me.
Yeah.
I'm the same way with YouTube. If a video is like longer than 15 minutes, I'm like, I watch this shit.
He's the same way, and I'm like, I will watch all 30 minutes of a video,
Hell
and he's
no,
like,
I can't do it.
that's fucking long.
The only thing I watch endlessly is Joe Rogan's.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
I like Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Vice, I'll watch. A
Vice.
lot.
Vice is really
Yeah.
good
Yeah,
too. I
Vice
love
is
Vice.
really good.
Have you heard about ayahuasca?
Oh hell yeah! I want to try that shit.
I want to try that
so
shit
bad.
too, bro. Oh
I was
my
like,
god,
we
I
have to
try
talk
that.
about ayahuasca with somebody.
We have to, yeah.
And
Because
I think
everybody that I've talked to
God,
about it, everybody's
we
like, "What
saw-
the fuck is that?"
Was it Vice that we saw that ayahuasca
Vice.
document?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You could pay. It's a shit ton, but you go to Brazil and a shaman will do it for you, or you can order the same shit for you to come over here. But you gotta learn how to prepare it to the T. Like
I heard that.
I
can't
wouldn't even
fuck it
want to
up.
do it myself. I don't
I
trust
wouldn't
Yeah,
either.
you
Yeah,
can't
I'd
fuck-
rather
you
a
can't fuck it
shaman
up.
do
Save
it.
up and go over and get a shaman to do it.
The one that we
Yeah.
saw on Vice, there's this guy in Kentucky.
Mm.
He has like a little sanctuary or whatever that
Yeah.
he does it for people, and it's like a weekend thing, right?
Yeah.
Like
and
you
he's
do
like,
it for the first night, on a small dose,
Yeah.
and then the second night is like he's fucking.
Oh,
yeah.
for real?
And
You take
and-
the whole
and-
thing.
And he takes it with you. His wife takes it with you. Like they run
in
this.
Kentucky.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and it's a white family, and the guy like he basically learned about ayahuasca because he was locked
He
up
was
in
prison with an Indian guy or something like that.
He wasn't Indian. I think he was Brazilian or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
And he was locked up. That was his cellmate for years, and
Yeah.
and he taught him about ayahuasca and how to make it and what it does. And after they both got out, he said that he received a package, and it was just a bottle of like, ayahuasca's nasty
shit looks like
looking.
mud
It's like
water,
it looks
you
like
know?
muddy water.
Yeah.
And all it said it was like a
Dog
unlabeled
food.
like fucking soda bottle, like a 2-liter bottle of
Mhm.
something, and it said dog food on a piece of tape on it. And he was like, he just knew that the guy sent it to him.
Wait, do you have to ingest the whole soda bottle? Or like,
No.
No.
Okay.
What he does, you take. Well, he never said how much you have to take, but basically he'll
Yeah.
give you a glass, like a
Maybe
regular
small-
cup size,
small
you know,
one.
Yeah.
and you got to drink it or whatever, and fucking that shit seems intense.
Basically,
as fuck.
what we drank the Red Bull out of before.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
started.
yeah.
It's like a little short glass, and he won't fill it up all the way, and then he explains like how we'll have everybody sleeping in the arrangements and stuff. Like
Mhm.
it made it seem like it was like, okay, it's a comfortable place.
I heard a lot of people say they hallucinate their younger self. Didn't Chelsea hallucinate her younger self?
Chelsea Handler is she's one of my favorite people.
Mhm.
Like, honestly, if I met her, I would fangirl out. Like, I'm obsessed with her.
You know, Mike Tyson did that shit too.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
It
know,
made him a humble person.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
It
say.
has
You
the
know,
DMT in it.
Oh yeah, I was about to ask you if it has DMT. A lot of these things are like illegal, like mushrooms, ayahuasca. Like they're used for antidepressants. Like they give you a whole different perspective of life. To
Yeah.
the point
Hell
where
yeah.
like you're just a different person, happier. Like I can't believe it's illegal.
And it's crazy.
The
I can't believe weed is like illegal.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
I mean, it's just like, obviously in certain places, weed is, they're welcoming of it, and it's taking this long, and it's like,
It
can
is.
you?
Yeah.
There's this documentary on Netflix called Woodstock. I want to watch it. I haven't watched it, but I've heard
I heard
so
about it,
many
yeah.
good reviews about it. And I'm like, if these people back then were smoking fucking hella weed, Willie Nelson still to this day smoking weed, has his own weed brand and like selling weed and stuff. I'm like, who is it hurting? Like, it's
Exactly,
not hurting
yeah.
anybody. So DMT, I'm like, if these people are having good trips, like,
You know what's crazy is
and
that
it's therapeutic.
your
Yes.
brain chemically makes DMT,
DMT.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's like a small dose of like I guess of course it's not enough to fucking get you fucked up off of it, but yeah, our brain creates that chemical.
Yeah, and it's crazy that it's like, oh, just because I want to like up the dosage on this chemical my body naturally makes, now I'm a bad person.
That's crazy.
I gotta go to jail for like prison for years and years
Because
and
I want
years.
to be happy.
They take you to prison for that shit.
I'm
I'm
pretty,
sure if it's
Yeah.
it's probably like a high level ass like
That's crazy.
just like fucking weed. It's like y'all really out here making weed seem like it's up here.
Nah, you'd be surprised. When I got pulled over for
what?
I got pulled over for DR for some stupid. I was 0.01 above the legal limit.
0.01.
Fuck that cop. Yeah. And I had a weed on me, and he didn't charge me. He probably smoked it in fucking self. But
yeah, if he confiscated it and sent you on your way or something.
Yeah, he didn't charge me for that shit. But yeah, like it's fucking ridiculous. Like weed should be legal. It's stupid.
Who's committing crimes while they're fucking?
I mean, if anything, honestly, like alcohol does way worse.
People are out here committing manslaughter and running people over and beating on their wives and beating on their husbands, breaking shit.
The most I'm doing when I'm driving too slow.
And you might forget to turn. You're getting off on an exit that you're not supposed to get off on, and you're getting back on the highway 15 times in a row. Yeah. You're like, I'm missing my turn.
Like last time I got high and I was driving, I thought I was booking it. I was only going like 25 miles an hour.
And you're like, I'm doing the speed limit, motherfuckers.
Hell
yeah. You know, in Denver, they legalized mushrooms too.
I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that.
Really? And I told you, I just told you the other day. I said, you know, it'd be really funny if we took a fucking random weekend to Denver, Colorado.
Yeah.
You know what was kind of trippy is that I'm scared of mushrooms. But if you go into I'm down for the ayahuasca trip though.
But everybody says if you go into any of those like scared.
Yeah, no.
Because they say with ayahuasca,
my imagination, like my shit runs crazy.
They say with ayahuasca,
I have crazy ass nightmares too.
You do on a regular.
Yeah, and like, do you ever remember your dreams? Like specifically, like a nightmare.
Not nightmares. I vaguely remember my dreams, and most of the time when I wake up, it's just gone.
It's gone.
Yeah. She's the same way. No, I could fucking write a book about the dream that I
and
just
I told
had.
you to start writing them down.
Exactly. There's actually, I don't know if you guys ever, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys heard of it, but astral projection. Have you guys heard of that?
No.
No, what's that?
But basically, I mean, it takes a long practice, but it kind of like, before you go to sleep, you have to think about it for a long time. It's kind of like meditation type of thing, but like your body goes outside of your body, and it's just like a lot of shit. Like you gotta do research, and a lot of people have done it, and it's crazy shit.
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? Have you heard of your REM sleep? Right.
REM. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what I go through because, you know how like your dream feels so real that you really think you're living that.
Yeah.
Reality or some shit.
Yeah.
I go through that shit a lot.
REM is like right before you go into a deep sleep though, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah. You gotta be like fully like knocked the fuck
you're like
out.
You're still conscious, but it's like I don't know.
Have you ever had that out of body dream where like you're looking at yourself sleep? Yeah, that's what you were just talking about, right?
Yeah. No, I haven't had that because it takes a lot of practice.
It sounds like it's something that people have mastered how to control, and I'm like, I don't even, or like when people are like, oh, I have the devil on my back, or I'm consciously seeing or feeling that, like I can see that I'm asleep in this one position and my eyes are open, but I can't move. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what?
Man, do you believe in the devil's hour?
No, I don't know what that is.
Like if you wake up at 3 a.m, if you wake up at any time at 3 a.m. in the morning, like the devil like is in your house or some shit.
Is that like is that only a
I don't know if it's a
somebody
Mexican
let us
thing.
know if that's like anybody.
But I'm not
superstition?
like you gotta like if you Google it right now, like the devil's hour is gonna say at 3 o'clock in the morning. You're gonna fucking like.
I'm a Google.
I've heard of sleep. Have you guys have sleep paralysis before?
I've never.
So that's
had
what
that.
I mean. No, that's what I meant by the devil on your back.
Yeah,
you might not have to be
that
on your back,
scary.
But some people are like, I'm awake.
Have you ever?
And
had
I'm seeing everything. But you can't move.
A
Sleep
long time
paralysis.
ago, when I was one of my first girlfriends, like I had sleep paralysis, and like I couldn't move, but like I was trying to talk to her, and I'm like, "Babe, wake me up," but I couldn't move, and it just felt like somebody was touching me, and you could like look at somebody, you could feel a dark entity in the corner of the room. It was just like, holy shit, dude.
Oh my god!
And I was trying to wake her up. I was like, "Babe, wake me up," and I couldn't move. I was like, nah, fuck that.
That shit is scary. No, I couldn't imagine.
It is scary. I'm surprised you haven't experienced that.
Nah, yeah, and like I'm telling you, like I have some crazy ass dreams. Like my nightmares, there's one that keeps reoccurring. I haven't had it in a long time, thank God, because I hate going through it. But like, it's always like some devil shit.
Yeah.
Like.
But part of me thinks that like you have a lot of, because I don't.
Well, my grandma as a kid,
yeah.
she's a Jesus freak. Like she is all about the Lord.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, sometimes I feel like that's what influences you to have. Like,
I think so because
fears.
she drilled it in my head about the devil and like
fears.
God and all this and that. So I'm not even really religious like that. I believe there's a higher power and everything.
Yeah, me
but
too, exactly.
I can't sit there and be like, oh, I'm a diehard Catholic or none of that shit. Like I don't know, but for some reason, like with her, like she like dug it in my brain that the devil is real.
Because that's
you gotta believe in God and this and that.
When you're young, that's like what you grew up like. But like with me, I'm like, I didn't grow up like that. I grew up like when I was younger. Yeah, my mom, we had like our family was like Southern Baptist. We're going to like the way that our friend came over and she prayed over us. The way that she praises the Lord is like, that's what I grew up around. Like.
Yeah,
having this, like seeing people fall out on the floor and having the Holy Spirit, and they're like,
"Shit's funny."
You like, see, you think it's funny because like at a Catholic church, I imagine it's very quiet.
It's
not.
Yeah,
it's
Catholic
not
church
as.
Is boring.
But then you go to a Pentecostal black church or a Baptist church, people are falling out, throwing.
Have you ever been to a black church?
Hard as fuck.
That shit is
and
lit,
part
bro.
of it is like, are you really catching the Holy Ghost? Or are you just putting on a show today?
That's what I'm saying.
So, and I grew up like that, but my mom, after a while, like. She was like, I'm non-denominational because she started being cultured. She was in the military. She traveled the world. So she's like, I don't think I want to pick just one religion. I think everybody has everything in common. So she's like, I like everything. Like I can pick values from everything. So that's how I grew up. So when you're like, the devil, I'm like, watching a movie with him and he's like, oh hell no, it's an exorcism going on, like he will close his
I don't
eyes.
play that devil shit, bro. Like I really
like,
be like, fuck that, no, I'm out of here.
And I'll
fuck
be
this.
watching it like, this ain't even scary. Or like the devil's hour, like to me I'm just like, oh man, I'm just having bad sleep tonight. But I do believe in like paranormal shit, like because for a fact paranormal shit has happened to my mom, to me. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like creepy shit always tends to happen at like 3 a.m. for some reason.
It doesn't even have to be, because there's been times where I've been home alone and it's happened in the broad daylight. There's like weird paranormal shit happening. But I don't get scared. I just tell them to go away because I feel like with spirits you can tell them to get the fuck out.
I'll be like, I'm about to look at some porn. I gotta get my.
So you can jack off.
I'm about to say, I gotta like get this shit out of my head. Let me look at some big ass titties right quick.
Oh
like,
my god.
Yeah, there's been times I wake up in an apartment and like I hear shit. Like, I mean, I'm not saying paranormal activity is not like true, but like I'm not scared. Like when I hear shit, I'm just like, man, fuck it, I don't give a fuck. Like I just keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
If something happens,
it's gonna happen.
I'm ready to swing. Not that it's gonna.
No, your ass be scared. Someone's like, it's gonna happen. No, you be scared as fuck.
Hell yeah, I'll be
and
scared.
I'm the type, I'll open the door, might look down the hallway and be like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want no parts of whatever the fuck you got going on. And I don't know if that's because my mom was always like, just cuss their ass out. Maybe the spirit might leave.
You just gotta be confident. Go out there and be like, man, I don't give a fuck.
No, yeah, I start turning on lights. I be looking around like, don't be knocking our shit over. Fuck
that
what you talking
pull
about.
His pants up and square up with you. It's gonna be something different.
The spirit gonna fight me.
He gonna say, bet, bitch. Hold on, let's get it.
I said, get the fuck out. I didn't say square up, nigga. What do you mean?
I'm gonna show you something, goddammit.
What? No, that's funny. No, yeah, that's what I'm like. My mom has always been like, and I don't know if this is because she just has always had paranormal shit go on around her.
Probably.
And then she told me about it, and so I'm like, so since we're so close in age, and I always say like, oh, we grew up together. Like, I think I joke about that, but it's like, yeah, she had me when she was a fucking young teenager. So like, she's had paranormal activity going on all her life, and so I never was scared of it because she never told me she was scared of it. She was just kind of like, I'll tell his ass, like, if it's my ex or if it's somebody I know, please just leave me alone.
Fuck that. Leave me alone, motherfucker.
Please just go away. I don't want to communicate. Please don't communicate with me because I don't want to talk to you. Because
you ever had like some scary shit happen?
Like stuff knock over. Have you ever had that?
Nah. I mean, I wake up like I said, and I hear shit, but like it's because I'm thirsty, and I go to the fridge and I just drink off of my pure water. And I go back, and I hear shit, but I'm like, man, I'll go fuck. I'm tired. I'm going back to bed.
No, yeah, he would probably run and jump into the bed and be like, baby.
I'm turning all the lights on. Everything's turned on.
I heard something. No, you would grab your gun too. Like, I know how you are. You're gonna grab
I
grab
grab my gun for everything, bro.
For a paranormal experience. I'm gonna grab my gun. Somebody. I'm like, if Chi-Chi ain't barking, it probably ain't a physical person. It's probably some spirit shit.
No, I've seen some videos on YouTube where like dogs be barking or cats be like acting weird as fuck.
Cats are fucking weird.
We've caught our dog staring into the fucking wall one time.
Usually that's what I'm talking about.
Like he'll sit there. He was just like, and he's staring at the corner of the wall like something was talking to him or something. It's fucking creepy.
But I don't think besides them moving shit, I don't think they can actually hurt you. But I could be mistaken.
But that's where people say that the sleep paralysis and shit comes from too.
Oh, I don't know.
And one time my mom had sleep paralysis years ago, and she said she woke up. Nobody was sleeping with her. She was in her bed alone, like, and she woke up with scratches on her back in places. You know how like certain people, you can't scratch every part of your back.
Fuck that.
And you know how like sometimes you're like, baby, come wash my back because I just can't get in the good spot. And I'll be like, you just being lazy. But sometimes like when you're sore after the gym, sometimes you just can't reach parts of your back.
Mm-hmm.
No, my mom woke up one day and was like, there's no way I scratched my back up like this. And she literally took her shirt off and it was scratches on her back in places. She was like, I can't even reach my back in that place. And I was like, shut the fuck up. And she was like, I'm pretty sure the devil was on my back last night. I had sleep paralysis. Something scratching me up.
On a funny note.
And I was like, are you fucking like that? And I asked her, I was like, something is like attacking you or something.
Yeah.
But no, in that same household that happened in, shit would be knocked over in broad daylight. I'd be the only person home after high school. You know, I'm like, home from school, whatever. I'm kicking it at home. And shit would be falling over in the kitchen. And I was like, I'd be scared as hell. Like, I don't even want to go in there and see, but I would peek in the kitchen. And I'd be like, there's something on the floor and I didn't knock it over.
Speaking about your mom waking up with the scratches on her back and shit.
What perverted shit you got? This is your mother-in-law.
This shit reminds me of Scary Movie 2. You remember when old girl got fucked by the ghost?
No, I think about that all the time.
Kiki's my middle name, bitch.
She was nasty. And she fell in love with the motherfucker.
Yeah.
He was
That's funny.
She gave the ghost herpes. No crabs.
He said, I can't fuck with you. You gave me crabs. This bitch had on the wrong underwear for the day that it was. And he was like, what the fuck?
It was like Wednesday and she had Monday draws on. But yeah, so we are back. We went and got some MD, some bootleggers, and club tails. I gotta tell you this fucking story, bro. So we're at my buddy's house. This is July 4th. And you know, every year we'll buy a lot of ammo just so we can like shoot. Like we don't even buy fireworks, we just buy ammo.
Yeah.
And so we go to his house, you know, he's all, yeah, y'all come over here, we'll grill out, whatever, yada yada yada. So we go over there and he's just like super excited. He's hype as fuck. He bought this fucking throwaway shotgun. And I'm like, bro, what?
What do you mean throwaway shotgun?
Like one of those, like you use it one time and then throw it in the river or some shit.
Meaning you bought it on the street.
That shit probably got a body on it.
It's not legal. Yeah. You didn't buy it from an actual store. You bought
it
from
purposely buy it to go commit a crime.
Yeah, it's a hand-me-down ass gun.
Yeah, so like it's literally the same shotgun I got.
Yeah.
The same one. Except his had a pistol grip. It wasn't the shoulder part. Mm-hmm. So he's we're drinking and shit. I don't know if this motherfucker thought we were like in some kind of rap video where he's just like toting it around, and I'm like, dude, chill. Like, I know a lot about guns and I respect it so much that like, you know, like you could tell that was his first time holding that shit.
Yeah.
So he's just like waving it around, and I never stopped to think about it, but like, if you're gonna be waving it around, you assume the shit's not loaded. So I didn't even question him because I'm like, okay, you got to be smarter than that. So I was like, okay, well, whatever. I'm just assuming it wasn't loaded. And so we're carrying on, whatever. We're drinking, listening to music. He keeps fucking waving the thing around, and I gave him some of the rounds that I got for mine. And fucking, so I just started getting a little paranoid, and I was like, bro, I was like, is that motherfucker loaded? And he was like, yeah, it's loaded. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And then I kept looking at it. You know how the safety on my shotgun,
it's either red or it's not red.
Yeah, and it's red. Like when you pull the safety off of it, it's red because you know it means fire. So fucking, I'm looking at his and I'm like, your shit is not on safety, bro. He was like, yeah, it is. Yeah, I was like, I'm looking right at your fucking shot. I was like, bro, we got the same fucking shotgun. I'm like, this shit is not on safety. And he was like, there ain't nothing in the chamber though. But I'm like, you just told me it was loaded. So fucking, instead of him just like cocking it back to make sure that there wasn't one in the head, he fucking grabs it and he pulls the trigger and he blew a fucking hole in his ceiling.
In the car ceiling? Or?
No, in the house.
In the house. Oh, inside of the house.
I mean, we're in an area like this.
Mind you, their dining room, the dining room was the table's longer.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting at the end and I'm on my phone because I'm looking like I can't drink that much today because I have to go to work in like an hour. So I'm like, oh, your boys have fun, like whatever. I'm the DD if I need to be the DD for anything. If not, I'll just Uber back home, whatever, to go, because I was working from home at that time. So I was like, oh, I gotta go to work in a little bit. I'm on my phone. Next thing I hear is y'all bickering and you're like, no, bruh. It's not on safety, bruh. Blah, blah, blah. Next thing I hear is boom, like
that shit
shotgun blast. Bro. And I'm dumbfounded. I'm looking like, this shit is like 10 feet away from me in the ceiling.
It got so quiet, dude. All you could smell was gunpowder in the room.
When you look at homeboy, which is he really is a good friend.
I'm looking with parents.
Yeah, he lives with his
parents.
At least for right now. But they were out of town.
Yeah, so
we're looking at him like, are you understanding the gravity of what just happened? And he's looking like at the same hole. Bro. We're all looking at the hole like.
So what kind of fucking excuse is he gonna come up with for his parents? Like,
I mean, he patched it back up.
He had enough time to get the shit.
The hole was like this big.
It's a shotgun blast. At close range, like at a regular.
Yeah, like we weren't this. Like we were like probably this far away from each other.
I was probably a little bit. I was probably where the wall is.
And keep in mind, the entire time the shit was fucking loaded. It's not on safety, and I mean he's sitting here over the shoulder.
Yeah, can you imagine
holding it like this? You know what I'm saying?
Because there's music playing.
So that wasn't a pellet, like.
No, that was like a full blown defense round.
Yeah,
and you're like,
and I'm just like, it got so quiet, and then he was like, let's go get some beer. He
said that?
Yeah.
Because I was
like, get the fuck, man, dude.
I think at that point, I was so like flabbergasted because I was already on my phone, so I wasn't paying attention to y'all bicker like brothers. Y'all are like brothers. So I was just like, oh, they're talking shit. I'm not thinking exactly. I wasn't thinking the fucking gun was loaded. I was like, oh, he's just bullshitting. He's just fucking, oh, I bought this off somebody, blah, blah, blah. I'm not even fucking
And it doesn't take much to pull that trigger. You know what I mean,
it doesn't even matter. Like, that safety should be on no matter. Like,
period.
Like,
whether it's loaded or
not.
not.
I put it to the ground.
Period. Yeah, and he's like posing with it, like he's posing for pictures. And I was so taken. I was like,
and I mean, that's why, like,
I gotta go. I was like, I gotta go to work. I was already like, I wasn't here for the shit anyways. I wasn't trying to be like drunk anyways. I was just like, I gotta go to work. And we immediately left. Like, literally, there was no discussion. There was like, you know what? I said, your fucking neighbors are going to think you killed somebody.
Because we dipped right afterwards. It was like, now it's looking like a fucking murder
His neighbors
scene,
were out on their porch when we pulled up 30 minutes before. They were out sitting, chit-chatting on their porch. They're always out on their porch every time we go over there.
And that shit was so
And
loud,
they're like, I feel like they nosy anyways. Damn. But I was just like, I said, we got to go. Your neighbors are always home. They're always on the porch. They're going to think we fucking killed somebody. I was like, we gotta go. We gotta go. And then you said it was a throwaway gun. I said, we gotta go. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that, like, bro, that situation was fucked up. And I'm like...
We literally, no questions asked, was like, fuck you, bro. Yeah. Like, we're leaving. And we left.
Let me tell you, like, today, me and my girl outside smoking a black. She was smoking a black. I was on my vape. And, like, I'm talking about, like, 30 meters to the right. Somebody shot a full clip. It was, like, 8 bullets or something. Shit. I don't know what kind of gun he had. And that shit was loud as fuck, bro. For 30 meters. Man, for a shotgun to be right next to y'all, holy.
And then in close, so the shit's gonna echo.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait, so that was this close, and I'm just out here casually nigga, I could have got a shot just now. Like,
he could have shot either one of us.
By accident, just chilling, just thinking, oh, I'm going to let me pull up at your house. Let me just see you for a minute.
You still chill with him?
Nah, I haven't. Not ever since that day. I was like, no, I don't need
it's
to be
really
around
fucking
that.
discouraging because it's just like, dude, we're like,
you got to be really careful when it comes to guns.
No, because everybody think, and it's crazy because I'm like, for him to sit back and forth and go with you about a load, what is loaded and what's not.
He doesn't know dog shit about guns. He just, I guess he just knows cock it and shoot it or whatever. But it's like the gun ethic, like how you said, like you never pointed at nobody. You always aim it down at the ground. Yeah. And I don't know if you noticed, but like every time when I handed you my pistol or when I handed you my shotgun, I constantly cocked it back just to know that there's nothing in that chamber. Yeah. And I took the clip out, everything. And a lot of people don't realize that kind of shit. It's called gun. What you call it? Gun etiquette. Yeah. It's just gun etiquette.
See, I don't even know. Like, I wish I knew how to load a gun and like how to unload it. Mm-hmm. But like, I'd rather do that at a gun range because like I wouldn't do it here. Like, if you tell me to practice, like for me to practice, I would not do that shit.
And he even has to get on my case sometimes because sometimes I'm a little wavy.
Yeah, because you
and
never want to.
And he's like, baby, just a FYI. Remember, I told you, do this, that, or that. It's gun etiquette across the board. It's like this is just standard of gun etiquette. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot. And it's little things where you're like, some people it's like their natural ability or natural instinct, not ability, is to put their finger on the trigger. Yeah. Because he tried to show, I don't know why you try to show your mom or your sister
how to use it. My mom made me so nervous, dude. When me and Jane went on this cruise,
we left his guns at his parents' house.
Yeah, my parents' house, because we were going to be gone all week, and I didn't want somebody to break in and take my guns. So like, I took them over there, but like I felt like I had to show her a little bit because if she doesn't know anything,
I said don't.
And she tries to handle it, she's gonna fuck around and murder somebody because she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing with it. So like I was like, Mom, look, this is how you take the clip out. This is how you unload it. Like I handed her the gun, and like she had her fucking finger already on the trigger, and I was like, Mom, I was like, stop.
But look, you were trying to give her a 10-minute rundown of, hey, I'm dropping off my guns, but this is why you do it like this. Mm-hmm. I was like, I said, don't even show her how to use it. Tell her, don't fucking touch it. You have a whole, like, a case for your pistol with a lock, like a fucking, like a padlock. Like, nobody should touch it. If this is her first time and you're giving her 10 minutes to learn it, she's not going to learn it. I didn't learn it. You have to learn it. And she already said she don't like guns. Mm-hmm. No, well, she might think it's cool. Oh, my son got a gun. He's showing me how to use it. No, it's not cool. It's a fucking way. You could kill yourself. Because she was like, oh yeah, show me how.
I like to think about it like, when you got a gun in your hand, you're playing God right now.
You are, dude.
Because you can fucking take someone's life for yourselves.
And it's crazy. And that's why like me, you and my mom click because like, or you and her just click automatically because she was an Army vet. Mm-hmm. And her department that she worked in, she was like the head of supplies and armor. Oh, so she was the gun lady. Like if you came into her area of work, it's because you signed out and she was like keeping a log of what guns you have for the day. Like she was that girl. And so that's why I was like, I always grew up with a gun in the house. I always knew that she was.
I don't ever keep my shit in case either.
you know there's guns now that like they put your fingerprint on the trigger so only you could shoot it. But I mean, I don't know if that's safe because if she wants to use it,
and now we're getting burglarized.
Huh? You said there's a gun that.
Yeah, now technology exists like that.
Where it's like
it's probably expensive as fuck.
Like an iPhone, just fingerprint recognized. And then it's like if we're getting burglarized.
Cool. It came from a movie, but it exists.
It sounds very impractical unless you live alone.
It seems cool, man, but
technology can malfunction.
Keep it at a mechanical.
It's just not convenient, yeah.
It's not, because I don't want to have to rely on technology to save my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Our iPhones are always fucking up. Phones, period. Just computers, they crash. Yeah. Everything can crash because technology is still man-made. God forbid
you're fucking getting robbed and your gun's corrupt. Like some technical thing.
I didn't update my gun.
Yeah, you didn't update it, so now
I didn't get the firmware. I didn't put it in USB and get the updated firmware.
The firmware is outdated as fuck.
You gotta come out there with me next time. I'll invite you, bro. We go to my buddy's country.
Yeah.
He's got like a huge land, and we just
in
go
the
out
middle of.
and he coyote hunts and shit, so he's got sniper rifles.
But he's like super responsible with his shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You
targets in the
I
middle
can tell
of
the
a
difference
field
with like people that been around guns and people that
that just are like this. Just
yeah, like no, I love
for Instagram. And it's like you're fucking corny, dude. Like you could shoot yourself in the head
it's
right
corny
now.
as fuck. Yeah.
Get your finger away. Do you even know what a safety is? Like,
you know what's crazy? Like I want to shoot a deer. I probably shoot a squirrel.
I want to shoot it. I want to go hunting, bro. Like
I'll be down to go.
Y'all can have that.
My buddy, he invited me.
Jen, you gotta go. Jen.
I can't. I won't kill.
Oh, she's mean with a sniper rifle.
For real?
I have to show you the video. She is good.
I won't kill an animal.
It's a bolt action too. That motherfucker is so.
Oh, you mean my Instagram post?
So you got like, they just put up targets instead of fucking.
Oh, my phone isn't even in here.
We can go.
I mean, he told me, he was like, yeah, if we see a fucking coyote out in the land or whatever,
you know what? Actually,
take aim at it.
I mean, I'm sorry for interrupting you, but I take that back. I fucking love deer meat. I'll shoot a deer, matter fuck that.
Oh well, yeah. If you like deer meat,
to eat it, yeah. But like for pure sport, I can't do it. I couldn't do it.
I think I've had deer. No, I don't like wild game. Like I don't like rabbit. I don't like deer.
I haven't tasted rabbit. So I don't know.
It's like rabbit is kind of like the way you cook it. You would need to marinate it, obviously, but it's not as long as like a big game meat. But like it's kind of like when you see it chunk, like you cut it up in chunks like beef stew.
It just can't be. I mean, it just can't be a cute.
It's not as. I just can't because I've had pet rabbits, so I'm like, ew, I don't want to eat a rabbit.
But deer is like 98% like fat free. There's
so
no
lean.
fucking fat. Like it's healthy as shit.
I like
They're
deer,
so beautiful.
Yeah, it tastes good. It tastes good.
That's probably because we had a lot of deer in our backyards.
Yeah.
Growing up like deep in the east, like in Mint Hill, but like where it's like really a whole bunch of trees in Mint Hill.
I don't know if you guys have this, but they're called deer whistles. You can get them at Walmart for like $4. You put them at the bottom of your car.
Yeah, I've seen them before. Yeah,
I got them in my Honda.
Is it to like keep them from running onto the road?
Yeah, they emit a certain frequency. Like they won't run, but they'll just stay in place. So
it kind of like stuns them to be like, oh shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know it's illegal to shine your headlights at a deer. Like if you're hunting or whatever, you can't
like
have
on
a flashlight
purpose?
or like
yeah,
none of
that's
that
like
shit.
cheating.
You can't purposely like you'll get fined, and I think they'll like take your gun or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's like
you're not allowed to stun a deer. Like if you're gonna hunt it, it's got to be fair game.
How the fuck is there gonna be a cop in a tree with like a fucking?
I don't know.
There might be a park ranger or something.
That's what my buddy told me. The one whose house I go shooting at.
Yeah.
Because he actually hunts. Like he legit hunts coyotes and deer.
And then he has he has his own cattle and like he has a farm
now,
and stuff.
He purposely hunts coyotes and like foxes and shit because they fuck with his livestock.
Yeah.
So he has to protect his livestock. So he's constantly like 5 a.m. just chilling in the bushes.
If you ever sell deer, I'd buy the fuck out of that shit instantly.
Hell yeah.
That's a lot of meat.
That is a lot of meat.
That's a lot of meat.
It's just so good though.
And Chi likes the antlers, obviously.
Yeah, those antlers.
I don't. You're Hispanic, so I don't know if you use adobo and sazon.
Oh yeah.
Goya.
Yeah.
Goya is the fucking.
Goya is the goat.
That's the answer to everything.
But then, I had to introduce him to like Maori's seasoned salt because I was like, black people use seasoned salt. Like seasoned salt is like Goya. It's like it goes on everything. It's all purpose.
Seasoned salt, like regular seasoned salt.
Yeah, like in the red, it has to be Maori's.
We'll show you.
Like,
we'll show you the exact one she's talking.
Because
about.
black people, anybody correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I'm not wrong. We use Maori's seasoned salt in the red and white bottle, and then like Mrs. Dash.
Yeah. Okay, I've heard both of those.
Yeah. And I feel like that's black people just use that shit on everything plus other seasoning. But that's like the basic. Just like you always are like, we gotta get adobo or Goya.
Yeah.
And we keep that shit stocked. Like our fucking seasoning cabinet is ridiculous.
Garlic is.
You don't use sazon? Like sazon is like the coloring, but like it also adds like flavor.
We have like chicken flavored sazon.
Oh yeah, there's this dry rub that I use, bro.
I was gonna say, am I wrong?
I'll have to show you that.
Y'all got the
too.
grill or no?
Huh? Yeah.
We used to grill a lot.
Yeah, like I usually grill when like now that football season's about to start again.
We need a new grill though, cause our last grill broke.
Yeah, we bought a fucking canopy from one of our friends.
Yeah.
It's still out there.
And this shit blows around in the wind. Like,
hey Melanie.
shout out to Melanie. But yeah, man, the fucking wind constantly blew it over. It fucked the grill up. I think it knocked one of the legs out.
My mom was like, did y'all not know you could tie that fucking canopy down? You have to like put the stakes in the ground and put the
We were so lazy. We were just like, man, fuck it.
I did not know that.
I was like, oh, and then in the bottom of the canopy, there's like literally holes that you're supposed to stake down with the like tethers, and I'm like, oh, we stupid as fuck.
All right, so for NFL, my first team is the Titans, but I do like the Panthers. Like if we have a Panthers game, invite me, and I'll be more than happy to come over.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! I'm gonna throw down on the grill.
We love.
You like steak?
Hell yeah, dude! I like.
Oh, right.
I think every man should learn how to cook a steak. That's
fuck yeah. Not everybody can do it though.
No,
a lot of people cannot.
Motherfuckers is out here cooking it well done, and we said this on one of our podcasts.
Do you like yours well done or medium rare?
Medium rare.
Yeah.
My man, hey, you right here with
it's
us.
2019. If you still eating your steak well done, why do you want to choke on your food?
She showed me the light because I used to eat my steak well done.
Yeah,
like the thought of like blood still in my food, I was like, fuck no. I was like, I can't have.
I want some shit to melt in my mouth, and
like she made that shit one time, and like,
and he was like, it's got a little bit of red in it. I was like, you ain't gonna fucking die. Scientifically, you not gonna die.
Used to, like chewing on my steak like beef jerky because the shit was so well done, and I'm like, what the fuck. It used to take me a long time to eat a piece of steak, but
that's not fun. Who wants to sit up and chew on a piece of meat like it's beef jerky, like it's been aged and dried,
jaw be hurting and shit.
Exactly. And you fighting your food on the plate. Who wants to fight their food? I'm hungry.
Hell yeah.
I think 2 days ago my girl bought lobster legs, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy lamb because I never cooked lamb before. And I actually made it pretty good, but I feel like it ain't my thing.
I've had lamb with my mom.
Ain't lamb gyro or gyro?
No.
I don't know. I don't like it.
No.
That shit is lamb.
What?
Yeah.
A hero?
Yeah.
That's a good. I don't have my phone. You know I love to Google shit.
No, but that's like lamb meat, right?
Well, the Greeks have it right.
That shit is good.
The Greeks
is good as fuck.
They got it right, and we cooking it wrong. If I tasted it and I was like, I didn't like it.
That should be another debate. What the fuck? How do you pronounce that shit? Is it gyro or a hero?
It's a hero.
It's a hero.
I don't think anybody would be out here pronouncing.
I hear a lot of people saying gyro
because they're ignorant as fuck.
Wait, what the fuck?
So
gyro,
no.
I don't fucking
no, like if you go to eat Greek food, I don't think we would. Who's saying hero? If it was, I don't think random people that aren't Greek gonna make up hero, because half the people say hero and it's gyro.
Lamb was good, but I'm not sure if I bought the correct one. But if I was to spend that much on lamb, I'd rather buy steak. Like,
you spent the same amount of
Yeah.
Why are we slaughtering lamb? Lamb need to just stay lamb and sheep and shit.
I know, like.
Oh wait, am I in the picture?
Yeah, you should be.
Are your arms? Oh, you always cut off your face. Who is? Well, I can't see my face because that notification is in the way.
I'll show you.
Oh.
Yeah, your face is right there.
That doesn't mean I like the picture. What do you mean?
Oh, well, here, you take it then.
I'm not photogenic, so.
It's already like the.
She's complicated when it takes. I'm like, just take the damn picture.
I'm not gonna lie, me too. Bro.
I was gonna say I'm a woman. What do you mean? Okay. Oh, 1, 2.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that for that thumbnail.
That's just something.
Well, shit, we should probably wrap it up. We got 2 hours worth of podcasting right
More
now.
Than 2 hours.
We got amazing.
2 hours and 13
I told
minutes.
you, bro, you'll get lost in this shit, right?
For real, dude. Like, I had no fucking idea.
Joe does this on the regular, and I'm like, what a great life, and he just sits and smokes weed all day. And
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous, but like this shit was fun as fuck. Like,
yeah, I mean,
it's so
the environment
so cool.
is nice. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like
we got 2 chill-ass people. Anybody that wants to come to the podcast, y'all have a lot of fun.
Oh, thanks, Greg.
Appreciate that one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's go get drunk.
Bye.
All right, everybody.
Peace out.